Welcome to the Spirit Lake High School, where we have a former Lakes Conference rivalry taking place tonight. Western Christian, the Wolfpack, bringing in the boys and girls teams for a doubleheader against the Spirit Lake Indians. We'll get started with the girls game. I am Tim Soper with you. Matthew Grisham running the camera and the computer this evening. If you're watching live on ExploreOkoboji.com, variety ways you can watch there, including under the sports tab at ExploreOkoboji.com live video stream. Also on our YouTube page and on our channel CF Video. You can watch on the Roku, Apple TV, a variety of ways. Also Amazon Fire Stick. So Matthew going to be doing all the work there, and I want to thank Michaela back in the studio. We'll get set for our girls' game this evening, where Spirit Lake comes in with a record of 9-11 on a little bit of a losing skid, but they have been playing some tough competition recently, including a loss to Spencer last week, a loss hosting ELC at 55-43. They lost over the weekend to Vinton Shellsburg 51-37, and then last night to Pocahontas area, another good team, 59-55. So they're hanging with these tough teams. Western Christian 3-17, kind of a down year for them this year, but with the Wolfpack, you always know they are going to bring a fight when they come to Spirit Lake. We were able to catch up with Coach Todd Rogers and get his thoughts on the game, as your pregame is thanks to the Lakes Regional Healthcare online at lakeshealth.org.
Window and door solutions for your next project. Choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Getting ready for some non-conference basketball here on a Tuesday. Spirit Lake and Western Christian out of Hall. And before we get to our girls' game, let's bring in Spirit Lake girls basketball coach Todd Rogers. Todd, thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, great to be with you again, Scott.
You bet. And last night, taking on Pocahontas area, number 8, number 9, somewhere in the top 10 there for Pocahontas area. And you gave them all they could handle, and they just would get the victory 59-55. Pretty good effort last night, though.
Yeah, it was there. You know, we kind of thought we maybe let that one slip away a little bit there. You know, we started off slow defensively, then we had a great defensive second quarter. I mean, I think we held to 5 points right there, and they made some great adjustments, and we tried to make some adjustments too. And, you know, we gave up a crucial rebound, gave up a couple drives right there, and, you know, they got us. You can't do that against a good team, so we're still learning, and we better learn quick because tonight and then Saturday.
Yes, and Pocahontas area had a decent lead there, I think, of 9 in that second quarter. And you mentioned you went on a 13-1 run to end that quarter. You go up by 3. Third quarter, they started to get a big lead, but then your squad fought back. I mean, just your squad continued to fight back and put themselves in contention for the victory.
They did. You know, we had a chance to maybe get a tie right there or send overtime, something like that. And, you know, we just got to quit putting ourselves behind the 8-ball right there, You know. Let's keep that lead. And it's so hard to come back. But, I mean, I know that we're not going to give up on it. They're going to keep pushing through it. So, but we got another good test tonight.
Yeah, and Taylor Schneider, I want to touch on that before we get to Western Christian. She had a great night last night, 19 points. She got to the free throw line. She hit her free throws. A really good senior night for her.
She did there. She really, you know, brought that intensity, brought that effort to the game there. I was so happy for her on the free throws, especially, you know, because I mean, once in a while she might have struggled here or there on it, but to go 8 for 8 and, you know, had some really nice drives and just was a real good senior leader, just exactly what you want out of her.
You bet. Well, now you wrap up the regular season tonight with a home matchup against Western Christian. The Wolfpack come to town, a former Lakes Conference opponent, and despite their record, we know that they're going to play tough.
Oh, they are. You know, we beat them earlier in the year, like clear back in November there at their place. And, you know, they got some nice athletes, you know, Winterfeld and company there. They're gonna be aggressive. They're going to be intense. And, you know, they want that game just as bad as we do, you know, going into the tournament time and so on. And like you said, it's Western Christian, so throw everything out the book.
That's right. Well, Todd, thank you so much for joining us in the pregame. We appreciate it. Best of luck against Western Christian, and once again, appreciate the time.
Hey, thanks for always the great coverage, too. You guys don't get enough respect for doing all this stuff. I know it's hard work and everything, but thanks for the coverage. I know everyone appreciates it.
Oh, you bet, Todd. Glad to do that, and best of luck tonight.
You bet.
That's Todd Rogers of Spirit Lake Girls Basketball joining us here on the pregame show, and starting lineups and our tip-off will be coming up next on KUOO. It's time to take your passion of fishing to a whole new level with a new Triton boat. At Great Lakes Marine, they have a passion for putting fishermen like yourself in the boat of your dreams. Triton continues to lead the way in fiberglass fishing boat innovation. Whether you're a veteran tournament angler or a dedicated novice learning the ropes of a great sport, get on the water today with a new Triton bass boat powered by Mercury. Let them show you all the features Triton has to offer. Great Lakes Marine Service and Sales, Highway 9 in Spirit Lake.
For bringing us our central lineup, our starting lineup is at Central Bank and Central Insurance. They are there to make it happen for you. We'll start with starting lineup for Western Christian. Leading them off, number 5, Appio Harbets. She's averaging 6.4 points per game, a 5'7 junior. Then a 5'10 senior, Stella Winterfeld, 10.1 points per game. Aubrey Fetters, a 5'8 senior, averaging 3.5 points per game. Kiana Winya, a 6-foot junior, averaging 10.3 points per game. And Bria Van Clay, a 5'9 junior, averaging 3.9 points per game, as the Western Christian girls are coached by Clay Biker. And again, they come in with a record of 3-17. For the Spirit Lake Indians, coached by Todd Rogers, 9-11 on the season. They will start off with Claire Turner, a 5'8 freshman, averaging 10.9 points per game. Taylor Schneider, a 5'9 senior, 10.5 points per game. Abby Scott, a 5'5 sophomore, 4.6 points per game. Charlotte Pritchard, 7.3 points per game, a 5'8 junior. And Fran Travis, 6'1 junior, averaging 10.1 points per game. And Coach Todd Rogers did mention that these two squads met up earlier in the season, and was trying to find that score from that game, as it was a 64-44 win for the Indians in that one. That one was at Western Christian High School. This one here in Spirit Lake, home of the Indians. Both teams getting set for postseason action here coming up already this Saturday. Spirit Lake going to be at home taking on Rock Valley. Of course, we'll have that one on KUOO, but it's regular season basketball tonight between the Wolfpack and Indians. We'll have it coming up after a 2-minute timeout for the national anthem. Back with more basketball on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Taste the Islands at Snapper's Turtle Bay Cafe at Parks Marina. We're open daily at 11 with delicious island-style entrees and daily specials that include a local favorite island tacos, a close second to the lobster mac and cheese, or maybe you prefer the Boathouse burger, seared ahi tuna salad, or Cuban sliders. Join us at Snapper's, open daily at 11 for lunch and dinner all year long.
Dr. Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Spirit Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake.
From major accidents to minor fender benders, Jurdy Collision Center in Spirit Lake is prepared to get you back on the road looking like new with their state-of-the-art equipment, computerized color matching system, and experienced auto body technicians. Jurdy Collision Repair in Spirit Lake.
Hey sports fans, the Venue and Sportsman's is where you want to watch your favorite teams. You can also on a simulator. Book online at VenueOkoboji.com. Open daily next to Sportsman's in Spirit Lake.
CMB is a proud...
Nice rendition of the national anthem by the Spirit Lake Pep Band. We're getting set for Indians and Wolfpack. Spirit Lake and Western Christian facing off. Again, former Lakes Conference foes. Western Christian, their first year outside of the Lakes Conference, operating as an independent this year. Spirit Lake girls going through the Lakes Conference this year. Very tough Lakes Conference. Lots of good competition in and out. Now out of conference against the Wolfpack. Tip is fought for and eventually controlled by Spirit Lake, and actually going to go out of bounds off of Claire Turner. As Fran Travis had some trouble corralling it, could not quite get a full grip on it. and had to tip it towards Turner, and it went out of her reach. So Western Christian going to inbound just by the scorer's table, and that ball is tipped, almost turned over, but it will be controlled by Harbitz. Harbitz works her way to the right, bounces it in, and looking, they cross it over. Here is Winya down low, back out top. Here's Winterfeld. Pass to Winya, goes between her legs, but it was last touched by an Indian. So they will retain possession. 20 to shoot on the shot clock. 7:39 to go first quarter. No score early on in this one. Inbound pass to Fetters, and they quickly fire down low to Winya. This one through her hands and was not touched by an Indian. So it will be Spirit Lake basketball after the turnover by the Wolfpack. Claire Turner. Bounce pass over to Schneider. They work it over to Pritchard. Pritchard trapped in the corner by a couple defenders, then picks up the dribble, and serious trouble down in the corner, and going to throw it away. Harbitz working it up, pass it to Winya, who gets loose down low, and she lays it in for the first score of the game. 2-0 Wolfpack. Turner, bounce pass over to Pritchard. Long two on the way, off the mark. Rebound off the foot of Schneider, but to Abby Scott. Floater up from the block, no good. Rebound to Western Christian. Quickly up the floor to get to Fetters. Fetters drives in off the glass, no good. Travis clears the board. Strong rebound for Travis, and here come the Indians. Nice crossover by Turner. Bounce pass back out to Schneider. Pritchard on the left wing. Bounces over to Schneider, who gets into the paint. Shot up and off the glass, no good. Rebound, a good box out by Van Clay. And pass going to be attempted to go down low on the other end. Travis steps in front of it, tips it out of bounds. Still 2-0 Wolfpack. Up and down they go the floor, but Spirit Lake unable to find the bottom of the bucket. Do have an official talking over with scores table. I think they're trying to figure out the possession arrow situation, since it's kind of an awkward tip-off by Spirit Lake. They end up tipping it out of bounds right away, and Western Christian does get it in. They go top of the key to Winya. Thinks about the three. Guarded by Fran Travis. They pass it to Fetters off the mark, and Turner comes up with the loose ball. Claire, nice spin move in the paint. Left-hand shot, no good. She hits the deck, no call though. And Western Christian up the floor. Fast pace, almost too fast for Western Christian as they turn it over again. Trying to hit their teammate in the corner. I think it was Fetters over there trying to catch it, but it goes off the mark. Timeout going to be taken by Clay Biker. And we'll keep it right here. As we said, fast and furious action early on in this one. Tim Soper along with Matthew Grisham. Matthew Grisham running the camera and computer this evening for ExploreOkoboji.com. You can watch online under the sports tab, but also on our YouTube page and the CF video channel, on Amazon, Roku, and Apple TV. Spirit Lake inbounds it. Turner will bring it up the floor. Brings it top of the key. She is looking around. Gets it over to Pritchard. They go down low. Travis back out to Schneider. Schneider in the corner. Long pass over to Turner. Turner, a couple crossover dribbles. Puts up a short shot. No good. Travis fighting for the board. Gets it and puts it back up. That one no good. Still fighting for the board. And Western Christian comes up with it, and they're off and running. They have a 2-on-1 all the way to the hole. No good. Rebound loose. Way out. A long rebound going to Harbitz. So down low they go, and this one going to be a shot put up by a new player into the game. That is McKenna Fetters, a 5'8 sophomore. Shot no good. She'll go to the free throw line as Charlotte Pritchard, though, picks up the foul. Fetters' first free throw is off the mark. Still 2-0 Western Christian. That one is good. 3-0 Western Christian early on in this one. Spirit Lake works it across, ball tipped, and going to be saved by Turner. No over and back as it was tipped by the Wolfpack. Turner now splits the defense, tries to feed it down low, and last touched by Western Christian. So Spirit Lake will retain possession. Turner to inbound, gets it to Pritchard. As ball put up, no good. Rebound going to be fought for. And it's a jump ball that will favor Spirit Lake. So Indians will get another possession here. They get it in to Scott. She takes it into the paint, floater up and good for Abby Scott, and that is the first points for Spirit Lake in this one. Harbitz down low, nice feed, and going to be no good on the shot, but Fetter's going to get more free throws. Kenna Fetter's off the bench, getting fouled a couple times. This foul going to be charged to Taylor Schneider, her first. Free throw off the mark. As makes her 1 of 3 on the night. Second one good, nothing but net. 4-2 Western Christian leads. Turner, bounce pass over to Scott. Turner about had her pocket picked, but able to regain control, gets it over to Schneider. Schneider then dribbles top of the key, back to the left wing. Skip pass to Scott. She has a little bit of room, bounces it down low to Fran Travis, and she's going to be tied up. And that is going to be a turnover as the ball will go towards Western Christian. Harbitz bringing it up the floor. Works her way to her right, then back to the left with a screen, a couple screens, gets it down to the wing. Bounce pass over to Winya. Winya, skip pass to Winterfeld in the corner. Winya cuts to the bucket, gets the feed, and lays it in. 6-2, Western Christian with the lead. A couple new Indians in the game. Turner and Schneider remain. This is Addison Avery with the basketball. Schneider looking to dribble. Passes it to the baseline. Shot up, no good, as that was a shot attempt by Faith DeWild. And Spirit Lake comes up empty again. Western Christian gets it to Fetters. Free throw line jumper attempted, no good. Rebound to the Wolfpack as they fight down low. And the shot is put up and good by McKenna Fetters. They work it over to Wild, right wing. Indians pass it to Avery. Avery trying to drive in after almost a misstep by the Western Christian defense. And ball on the ground, another turnover by the Indians. It's 8-2 Wolfpack, a run out and a shot up, no good, but an offensive board and put up and good by McKenna Fetters. And it is 10-2 in favor of Western Christian. Timeout, Spirit Lake. It's going to be a short timeout, but Coach Todd Rogers wants to talk to his team. 30-second timeout. Back with more on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
Hey sports fans, the Venue and Sportsman's is where you want to watch your favorite teams. You can also book your birthday parties, company parties, tea times, or hunting on a simulator. Book online at VenueOkoboji.com. Open daily next to Sportsman's in Spirit Lake.
Spirit Lake finds himself trailing Western Christian early in this one. It is 10-2 in favor of the Wolfpack. Turnovers by the Indians leading to some runouts. And the Wolfpack on the road leading Spirit Lake. Turner gets the ball. Thought about a three. Hands it back to Avery. Avery down low. This is Lauren Travis, and she traveled. Unofficially 5 turnovers already on Spirit Lake. 3 on Western Christian, but Spirit Lake only getting 1 bucket so far from Abby Scott. And it is 10-2 in favor of the Wolfpack. There's a turnover for Western Christian as they try to go up the floor, but pass off the mark, and Spirit Lake will take over. Turner with the inbound pass, works it to Avery. Turner tries a crossover, about lost the handle, has to hand it to Schneider. They go down low. Lauren Travis gets the bucket and the foul. There could be a spark of energy for Spirit Lake. Foul going to be called on Kiana Winya, her first. And Lauren Travis, the 6'2 freshman, at the line. Good on the free throw. Makes the score 10-5 in favor of Western Christian. Here comes a little bit of pressure defense from the Indians. They work it up the floor. Nice pass catch by Winya over to Bleak. Ball goes up and in. Three-pointer good for Bentley Bleak. Spirit Lake now on offense. DeWild trying to pass it down low to Lauren Travis. Gets it back to DeWild. Out to the corner. Here's Schneider. Schneider about lost the handle. Here's Avery. Avery trying to drive in. Gets it to DeWild down low. Pass was tipped though. Here is Turner. Schneider with 6 to shoot. Snyder driving into the paint. Going to maybe look to do it herself, but throws it away. And here come the Wolfpack leading 10-5. And a travel caused by Schneider. Schneider tipped the ball and kind of got caught up on the hip of Van Clay, causing her to travel. So it is a turnover on Western Christian. They lead 13-5. Abby Scott back in the game. Pass it down low to Fran Travis, who also is back in. Thought about the three, down low to Travis. Off the glass, no good. Rebound at two Fetters. McKenna Fetters trying to go all the way herself and does. 15-5. Western Christian with the lead, and they're about to get another steal. Ball on the ground. They pass up the floor, and they go up and wide open underneath the bucket. Good is Bentley Bleak. 17-5. Western Christian coming out swinging, and they're connected on a few punches to Spirit Lake. Another turnover, and the Wolfpack out and running, and up with the shot, no good, but a foul called. Aubrey Quaker with the shot attempt, and she'll head to the line. Foul called on Abby Scott, her first. First shot for Quaker, the 5'3 sophomore, is good from the line. Spirit Lake trying to find something on offense as Western Christian's defense giving them some fits here. 19-5. Wolfpack lead the Indians early. Down low, Abby Scott about lost the handle and does lose the handle. They vote it was last touched by Scott. Turnover number 9 on Spirit Lake just in the first quarter. And Western Christian gets another possession with the shot clock off, so they could hold for the last shot here. 29 seconds and counting left in the first quarter. They go up the floor. Here's Quaker. Has to get it over to Van Clay. Go down low to Harbitz. Harbitz puts up a shot, no good. Rebound loose and goes to Van Clay. Shot up off the glass, no good. And rebound going to be fouled. Spirit Lake came away with the rebound. And they're going to call the foul on Apio Harbitz, her first for Western Christian. It's now the Indians. 14.2 seconds left in the first quarter. Looking for a few points here. And a little bit of momentum heading into the second quarter. Long three from Pritchard, no good. Rebound to Claire Turner. Turner underneath the hoop, has a little bit of room, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound to Western Christian, and that is the first quarter, 19-5. Western Christian leading Spirit Lake We'll have the second quarter in a minute on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Your best inside and out with Drip Okoboji. IV hydration can help you with energy, athletic recovery, hydration, weight loss, in addition to cold and flu symptoms, food poisoning, and gout relief. Reboot, recover, and repair with Drip Okoboji. Visit us online to schedule at dripokoboji.com.
Hey sports fans, the Venue and Sportsman's is where you want to watch your favorite teams. You can also book your birthday parties, company parties, tea times, or hunting on a simulator. Book online at venueokoboji.com. Open daily next to Sportsman's in Spirit Lake.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Second quarter underway, and Western Christian with a statement in the first quarter, leading Spirit Lake 19-5. Spirit Lake now looking to climb the mountain and come back. Abby Scott steps into a three, in and out, no good. Rebound, though, to Schneider. Schneider fighting down low, pass off to Fran Travis, and the active hands of Western Christian again come away with the turnover. You got to credit Travis with the rebound, and then a turnover on the other end as Harbitz couldn't get the feet quite set. And Spirit Lake will retake over possession. Claire Turner will bring it up the floor. They go down low to Travis, back out to Schneider. Schneider, jumper in the paint, no good. Too hard off the glass, and Western Christian comes away with the board. Top of the key, works it around, whips it over to Quaker. Here is Fetters. It's Aubrey Fetters. And they find Harbitz down low, cutting towards the block. Almost thrown away. Harbitz gets it back. Elbow jumper up, no good. Rebound back to Winya. And then a shot missed down low. Spirit Lake comes away with the ball. Turner fights her way inside. Foul going to be called on the floor, though, against Aubrey Quaker. It's her first. Turner to inbound, looking around. Goes high to Schneider. Schneider at the top of the key, crosses over to the left. Hands it back to Turner. Turner thinking about it. Gives it over to Pritchard. Pritchard out to Schneider. Schneider drives into the paint, looking around. Here is Pritchard. 20 to shoot. Turner resets the play. Works her way to her right, cut off nicely by Harbitz. Hand off to Schneider. And Schneider kind of jumped before she passed, so it's going to be a turnover on the Indians. And again, no points on the possession. Western Christian leading 19-5, 6:23 to go in the second quarter. Aubrey Quaker going to work her way towards the top of the key with a screen from McKenna Fetters. Here's Stella Winterfeld down low to Fetters. Ball's loose. Winterfeld comes up with it. Pass goes off of Travis's leg over to Harbitz. They pass it, who is rejected by Fran Travis. Travis with a volleyball block. And Spirit Lake comes up with the rebound. Abby Scott left alone, doesn't take the three. They work it over to Schneider, who drives baseline on the left side. Skip pass to Scott, who jumps into a three. It's good. Abby Scott for three. And 19-8 your score now. Abby Scott with 5 points of Spirit Lake's 8. Harbitz guarded tightly by Scott. Looking around, they get it into the hands of Fetters as Aubrey Fetters out to McKenna Fetters. Harbitz looking around. Bounce pass off the leg of Travis, and she tries to cover. It'll at least force a jump ball. And it'll stay with Western Christian, but the shot clock sitting at 8 seconds. Western Christian leading 19-8. 5:11 to go, second quarter. And 5 seconds the call. Western Christian unable to inbound it. That mental clock was going off in the head of Quaker, just not in time. And Spirit Lake will take over. Claire Turner thought about a three, gives it up to Pritchard. Corner three off the mark, rebound to Travis, fighting for the board, goes up with the shot, it's good. Fran Travis, a hard-earned bucket with the offensive putback. And it's back to single digits, 19-10 in favor of Western Christian. Ball tipped, and Spirit Lake comes up with it. Up the floor to Scott, who gets underneath the hoop, doesn't get the bucket, but is fouled, so she'll head to the free throw line. And that momentum needle heading towards Spirit Lake a little bit here. Abby Scott heading to the line. We'll look at her free throw numbers here after the first one, which is off the mark. Abby Scott on the season, 48% at the line. Law of averages suggests she'll make this one, make it an 8-point game. And she does. 19-11. Western Christian with the lead, but 6 unanswered for Spirit Lake. 4:30 to go, second quarter. Western Christian works it over. Here's Bleak, and pass tipped away and controlled by Spirit Lake. Up the floor quickly, Scott underneath the bucket, tries to control it, hands it off. Here's a three for Turner, in and out, no good, but rebound to Schneider. Another offensive board for Spirit Lake and another possession. And work it over to Pritchard, who goes down low to Fran Travis. She's bumped and gets the bucket, and she'll get a free throw. Spirit Lake taking the momentum back in this second quarter. Fran Travis at the line is good. Makes it a 5-point game. 19-14, Western Christian with the lead. Beginning of this quarter, it was 19-5. Skip pass to Van Clay. They go down low. And looking back out to Van Clay, a three is on the way, no good. Rebound to Spirit Lake, and Turner's off and running. Bounce pass up to Abby Scott, led her towards the bucket, it's good! 19-16, one possession game. Timeout taken by Western Christian as Spirit Lake opens the second quarter on an 11-0 run. We'll be back in a minute on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
Spirit Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
CMB is a proud sponsor of our local high school athletic teams. Shop online and browse our inventory at deerequipment.com. CMB, your local John Deere dealer, committed to being your dealer of choice.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm in Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
I'd say it was all Western Christian. Second quarter, all Spirit Lake. They're off to an 11-0 start. They still trail Western Christian, but momentum definitely on the side of Spirit Lake. It's 19-16 Western Christian. 3:40 to go, second quarter. Tim Soper with you for girls basketball. Boys game coming up between the Wolfpack and the Indians. Western Christian on offense here, and that's going to be a foul down low as the double team by Schneider and Fran Travis ends up being a foul call on Travis. Call push from behind. No team really close to the bonus yet. That's just the fourth foul on Spirit Lake as Western Christian gets it into Winya. Winya picks up her dribble in a little bit of trouble. Pritchard, the tough defense. They get it over to Bleak. And into a three for Quaker, no good. Rebound loose and out of bounds off of Western Christian. Team rebound to Spirit Lake, and they have a chance to tie it with a three. Turner up the floor, over to Pritchard. Pritchard right corner. Down low to Travis off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped and eventually controlled by Western Christian, and a close pass almost tipped away, but Western Christian up the floor, no carry called. Spirit Lake crowd and Coach Rogers wanting it, but officials let play go on. Western Christian top of the key, it's Winterfeld. To Van Clay, skip pass to Quaker. 13 to shoot for the Wolfpack, and Fran Travis, that's about the second or third time she's done that, just steps in front of the pass and steals it away. Turner looking around, gets it to Schneider. Schneider to Scott. Scott in the corner. Going to be in a little bit of trouble. Gets around the double team. And then tipped and thrown away. Western Christian comes up with loose ball, and they're pushing the pace. Down low, they go to Winya. Shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped, and there's going to be a foul on Western Christian as Charlotte Pritchard hit the deck pretty hard. We'll see who they call this one on. They're going to call it on Kiana Winya. That's her third already. So she will likely sit for the rest of the half at least. One of their main contributors at 10.3 points per game. Right now, Western Christian still leading 19-16. So we approach the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. Schneider drives into the paint, looking around, almost has it tipped away. And then the pass to Fran Travis is eventually controlled by Western Christian. No, it is not. Never fully got control of it. Well, actually, they're going to reset the shot clock, so I'm going to give offsetting turnovers on that one. Travis will head to the bench. Lauren Travis into the game to Repriever. Here's Scott. Drives in the paint, hands off to Lauren Travis, looking down low, passes it off, and foul going to be called on the floor, and I believe there's actually going to be a 1-and-1. Yes, it is. 1-and-1. Charlotte Pritchard going to go to the line after the foul call on Bentley Bleak, her first. So the first one from Pritchard does not roll in. Rebound to Western Christian. It's a tough part of a 1-and-1. If you miss the first, you leave a possible second one out there. Harbitz. Pass to Van Clay, wing three, no good. Rebound to Harbitz, though. She puts the shot back up, and that is the first points for Western Christian this quarter. With the 1:34 mark left in the second quarter, 21-16, they lead Spirit Lake. Nice pump fake by Pritchard. Gets it over to Schneider. Turner, top of the key, three is no good. Almost banked it in. Rebound to Harbitz. 21-16. Spirit Lake trailing Western Christian. Three up by Western Christian, no good. Bleak with the attempt. And rebound to Schneider. She goes up the floor quickly to Scott. Schneider guarded tightly by Harbitz. Pritchard thought about a three. Will drive in, gets to the free throw line. In a little bit of trouble, bounce it to Schneider. Schneider tries a crossover and has her pocket picked. Pass up the floor. Here is Winterfeld. Ball tipped out of bounds by Spirit Lake, so the Wolfpack will retain possession. 49 seconds left in the second quarter. 21-16, Western leads over the Indians. They led 19-5 after the first quarter. This quarter scoring so far 11-2 in favor of the Indians. Here is Bleak. Bleak almost has it tipped away by Turner. And work over to Winterfeld, back to Bleak, and Turner going to get called with the foul. That is her first. The fifth on Spirit Lake in the quarter. 20 left on the shot clock. 37.9 seconds left in the half. Ball inbounded, no good, but they're going to be tipped out of bounds. And last touched by Spirit Lake. So Western Christian will retain possession, and they did reset the shot clock as it bounced off the rim. So Western Christian likely could hold for the last shot here if they wanted. They pass it in. Here is Winterfeld down low off the glass. No good. Getting her own rebound, though, is McKenna Fetters, and she'll head to the line. Two shots with the shooting foul as Lauren Travis picks up the personal. Fetters first, rolls in. Fran Travis will check back in for the final 28 seconds of the half. As will Taylor Schneider. Faith DeWild checks out. Fetters' second is off the mark, but rebound by Western Christian, blocked by Fran Travis. And Spirit Lake up the floor. 20 left in the half. Out to Addison Avery. Avery into the bucket, and she traveled. 15 turnovers unofficially on Spirit Lake this half. Now Western Christian with the 22-16 lead has the ball, 13 seconds left in the second quarter. See what Coach Biker draws up. And we're top of the key, 5 left. And they get it over. Here is a block by Schneider, and that is how the half ends. Good defense by Taylor Schneider. Gets the block and the rebound to prevent a shot, and Western Christian leads 22-16 here at halftime. We have reached halftime of the girls' game. We will take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll break down some stats and analysis and other things from this game. Your halftime show is thanks to Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better.
It means to be on a team. It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest, member FDIC.
For the best window and door solutions for your next project, choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we invest in economic development, safety, youth, and charitable programs. We are committed to the communities we serve.
Powering communities, improving lives at your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
The Hut Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Feel your best inside and out with Drip Okoboji. IV hydration can help you with energy, athletic recovery, hydration, weight loss, in addition to cold and flu symptoms, food poisoning, and gout relief. Reboot, recover, and repair with Drip Okoboji. Visit us online to schedule at dripokoboji.com.
Halftime of the girls matchup. It is Spirit Lake trailing Western Christian 22-16. Western Christian led off the bench, 9 points for McKenna Fetters, 5 points for Bentley Bleak, 4 points for Kiana Winya, and 2 points for Appio Harbets and Aubrey Quaker as they lead 22 points to 16. 5 of 8 of the free throw line for Western Christian, 11 turnovers in that first half. Comparatively, Spirit Lake 15 turnovers, and Western Christian cashing in a lot of points off those turnovers. 8 points leading the way, Abby Scott for Spirit Lake, including a big three-pointer to help get some momentum back for the Indians. 5 points for Fran Travis and 3 points for Lauren Travis. Spirit Lake 3 of 5 at the free throw line, and they have 15 total turnovers, as we said before. Spirit Lake 9-11, Western Christian 3-17, but right now it is the Wolfpack leading Spirit Lake 22-16. Why don't we queue up another 3-minute timeout, and we will come back and look at some of the brackets, as both these teams looking forward to some postseason action coming up here in the next week or so. 22-16 Western Christian leads. More your halftime show coming up in 3 minutes on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Taste the Islands at Snapper's Turtle Bay Cafe at Parks Marina. We're open daily at 11 with delicious island-style entrees and daily specials that include a local favorite island tacos, a close second to the lobster mac and cheese, or maybe you prefer the Boathouse burger, seared ahi tuna salad, or Cuban sliders. Join us at Snapper's, open daily at 11 for lunch and dinner all year long.
Dr. Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Spirit Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake.
From major accidents to minor fender benders, Jurdy Collision Center in Spirit Lake is prepared to get you back on the road looking like new with their state-of-the-art equipment, computerized color matching system, and experienced auto body technicians. Jurdy Collision Repair in Spirit Lake.
Hey sports fans, the Venue and Sportsman's is where you want to watch your favorite teams. You can also book your birthday parties, company parties, tea times, or hunting on a simulator. Book online at VenueOkoboji.com. Open daily next to Sportsman's in Spirit Lake.
CMB is a proud sponsor of our local high school athletic teams. Shop online and browse our inventory at DeereEquipment.com. CMB, your local John Deere dealer, committed to being your dealer of choice.
The Hut Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
The final week of regular season basketball, hard to believe, as we're talking postseason here on Saturday. Spirit Lake going to be hosting Rock Valley. That'll be right here in the Spirit Lake High School and also right here on KUOO. Pregame around 6:45, tip-off at 7, as that is in Class 3A Region 6. Some other games in that bracket include a game we'll have on Q102, Okoboji traveling to Unity Christian. That one also a 7 o'clock tip-off. West Lyon taking on MOC Floyd Valley. And the top of the bracket, Sheldon taking on Sioux Center. Winner of that Sioux Center-Sheldon game will face the winner of Spirit Lake and Rock Valley. Unity Christian, Okoboji, West Lyon, and MOC Floyd Valley, the bottom half of Class 3A Region 6. But in Class 2A Region 2, that is where Western Christian is located. They are going to be taking on Boyden Hall in the first round. That game will be at Boyden Hall High School, so it'll be just across the town for Hull Western Christian. It'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off on Saturday for that one. Winner going to be taking on a very tough Central Lyon team. Central Lyon, the top seed in Class 2A Region 2. As we are getting ready for the third quarter, we'll keep it right here as halftime clock just about to expire. Tim Soper with the call. We got Matthew Grisham running the camera and the computer on Explore Okoboji live video. You can watch under the sports tab at exploreokoboji.com. Also on our YouTube page and on the CF video channel. Watch that on the Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, or Apple TV. Lots of ways you can watch this game live and on demand as well. So if you, or maybe here in person, and you see a play, you want to see it again, go back and watch it on demand at those locations. And of course, I want to thank Michaela back at KUOO Mission Control, doing all the hard work to keep us on the air. Spirit Lake will get the inbound pass. They had a good second quarter. They chopped the lead down to 6. Fran Travis getting it started down low, goes to Scott. Skip pass up to Schneider. Schneider driving the lane, and ball tipped and turned over. As up the floor come the Wolfpack. They work it over to Van Clay. Ball tipped, and they're going to actually call travel before that. So trading turnovers to start the half. Still 22-16 Western Christian. Turner bounce pass to Schneider. Travis spinning in the paint, gets out to Pritchard. Turner has to reach and take that away from a defender, but Spirit Lake does retain possession. Pritchard puts in up a 3. It's good. Charlotte Pritchard into the scoring, and it's back to a 3-point game, 22-19. Western Christian with the lead. Harbitz bounce pass. They go down low. Here is Winterfeld back out to Harbitz. They work it over to the right wing as it's bounced through. Here is Winya back in the game with her 3 fouls. So she's got to be careful. Ball tipped and controlled by Spirit Lake, and they're up the floor. Turner into the paint. Euro step up and no good. Hit lots of the rim. Just couldn't get it to fall. And Western comes up the floor. Here's Koiker. Bounce pass to Winterfeld. Winterfeld has her pass tipped and controlled by Spirit Lake. Turner up the floor. Behind the back dribble, looking around, goes into the paint, spins, no good, short on the shot. Rebound to Western Christian. And they pass up the floor. Another turnover for Western. So Spirit Lake missing a couple shots, but then Western Christian turning it over, unable to capitalize on the other end. 22-19. Western with the lead. Indians with the basketball. Pass down low to Fran Travis. Back out to Pritchard. Pritchard gets stopped. Here is Turner. Bounce pass to Scott. Thought about a 3 and goes into the paint. Here's Travis looking for a good position. Up off the glass and good. Fran Travis makes it a 1-point game. 22-21. Turner hit the deck. Nothing called, but turnover as Harbitz passes it into the first row of the bleachers. And timeout taken by Western Christian. They lead 22-21, but a 5-0 start for the Indians this quarter, making it close. 30-second timeout. Back with more on KU.
CMB is a proud sponsor of our local high school athletic teams. Shop online and browse our inventory at DeereEquipment.com. C&B, your local John Deere dealer, committed to being your dealer of choice.
Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
Out of the timeout, Claire Turner takes the inbound pass from Schneider. They go to Travis, bounce pass out to Abby Scott. Trying to go down low, and it's tipped away. And out and running is Western Christian off the glass, and good by Stella Winterfeld. Her first points, and it's 24-21. And the bounce pass going to be not tipped. So Spirit Lake turns it over again. 2 straight turnovers out of the timeout. And Western Christian takes over. 5:16 to go, third quarter. In a little bit of trouble is Quaker. She has to pass it off. Here is Winterfeld. Winterfeld going to her right, now to her left. Cut off nicely by Scott. Skip pass to Van Clay. Van Clay driving baseline, cut off and double teamed and throws it away. Turner up and no good on the finger roll. Rebound to Harbitz. Here is, they work it over to Van Clay. I thought a 3 was going to be taken. That one in, no good. Rebound going to go to Fran Travis. And she's going to be fouled. Winterfeld, her first. And the Indians will take over. Van Clay had that one about 3/4 the way down before it rolled out, and Travis got the rebound and was fouled. Travis has it at the free throw line. Out to Pritchard. Here is Schneider. Turner gets it left wing. Let's go of a 3, no good. Rebound taken down by Winya. Up the floor comes Quaker, and she's in a little bit of trouble as she picks up the dribble. Gets it to Harbitz, who's able to save it. Harbitz bounces it to Abby Scott, so it does end up being a turnover. Scott up the floor, off the glass. He is fouled. Knew she was going to get fouled, so threw something up at the basket. Doesn't fall, but she earns a couple free throws. That is going to be the third on Aubrey Quaker. So a couple players out there with 3 fouls for Western Christian as Abby Scott heads to the line. First one, nothing but net. Quaker will stay out there with her 3 fouls, but Kiana Winya heads to the bench, as does Apio Harbitz. Scott, her second, no good. Couldn't get the friendly roll, and rebound to the Wolfpack. Quaker works her way to her left, hands it off to Van Clay. Quaker gets it back, skip pass over to Bleak. Bleak, a skip pass all the way across court to Van Clay, and she has her pocket picked. Turner up the floor, she has Scott if she wants her, but off the glass and good for Claire Turner. That's her first points of the contest, and it is a tie game at 24. Three put up and no good. Straight rebound though to Winterfeld, and she's going to be fouled. The ball bouncing off the rim and falling right to Winterfeld. And foul going to be called on Fran Travis. That's her second. First of the half on Spirit Lake. As a couple substitutions make their way in, including Apio Harbitz, who's going to inbound it. Harbitz gets it in. And going to be a foul right away on Travis again. They tried feeding Quaker down low. And that's going to be the third on Travis. So Lauren Travis will come replace her. Harbitz to inbound. Little zone defense look for the Indians. Have to get it in quick. They do off the glass and good for McKenna Fetters. Snuck around the defense and the pass basically where Lauren Travis couldn't see it. And it's 26-24. Western takes the lead. Pritchard over to Schneider. They go down low. Travis working down low. Here's Scott. Scott to Pritchard. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound fought for, and eventually last touch by Western Christian. Out of bounds. Spirit Lake retains possession. Claire Turner goes into the pep band section to retrieve the basketball. 2:50 to go, third quarter. Western leading at 26-24. Spirit Lake, though, looking to complete the comeback. They had it tied for a little bit. And here's a turnover. As up the floor, Claire Turner trying to pick the pocket, but her momentum carried her out of bounds, so she really just stopped the run. 26-24, Western with the lead and the basketball. 19 turnovers unofficially for the Indians in this one. Harbitz looking. Bounce pass to Fetters. Back to Harbitz, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover on the Wolfpack. I have them now for 20. They've had a lot this half. They're at 11 at halftime, 9 just this quarter. Coach Rogers calls out the play. They work it over to Scott on the right side. She's looking around. Back top of the key to Turner. Turner tried the no-look pass. It ends up in the hands of Schneider after a tip. Scott, a 3 is no good. Rebound to Bleak. She hands off to Harbitz, gets it back. Bounces it down low to Fetters, who was blocked by Travis. Lauren Travis getting in the block party. And Pritchard will hold up. Gets it over to Schneider. As they'll set up the offense. 1:54 to go, third quarter. Claire Turner looking around. Waits for Pritchard. Hands her the basketball. Schneider top of the key to Abby Scott. Here is Turner left alone in the corner for 3. It's good. Spirit Lake leads. 27-26. With a minute and a half left in the third quarter. And pass going to be picked off by Schneider. They're going up the floor. Schneider going to stop and pop. It's good. 2-pointer for Schneider, 29-26. Indians with the lead. Harbitz, bounce pass to Bleak. 3 to tie. Good. Bentley Bleak, her second 3, ties it up at 29. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Here is Schneider driving baseline. Stop and pop. Good. Offense is going wild right now. 31-29. Harbitz gets to the free throw line. About lost the handle. Bleak for 3. In. That one took the friendliest roll off the front rim. Then just eked over. Turner on the other end. Up to the bucket. Good. 33-32. Back and forth we go to end the third quarter. Western could hold for the last shot here if they want. And I think Harbitz just lost the handle on it. Scott picks it up, hands it off to Turner. Harbitz never got the basketball. Spirit Lake gets a free bucket. Claire Turner with the lay-in. It's 35-32. Here is Fetters down low. She's going to be fouled and get the bucket. We have a shootout breaking out between the Wolfpack and the Indians. Free throw chance to tie it for McKenna Fetters. 5 seconds left on the clock. Shot up and good. (35-35). Spirit Lake has 5 seconds to go the length of the floor. They bounce it up to Fran Travis. Travis going to take it across half court herself, get to the three-point line, and tries to pass it down low. The ball tipped, and that is how the third quarter ends. 35-35. We are tied after 3. Fourth quarter coming up in a minute on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
Spirit Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
CMB is a proud sponsor of our local high school athletic teams. Shop online and browse our inventory at DeereEquipment.com. CMB, your local John Deere dealer, committed to being your dealer of choice.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm in Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
After 3 quarters of play, we're all tied at 35 between Spirit Lake and Western Christian. Tim Soper with you for this former Lakes Conference rivalry. Boys game coming up after this here on KUOO and also live video streamed at exploreokaboji.com. Matthew Grisham running the camera and computer for that this evening. And, of course, want to thank Michaela back at KUOO Mission Control as shot up and in. Great to start the third quarter. It is good for Stella Winterfeld. Western Christian leading 37-35. They work it, bounce pass to Scott. Travis down low, looking for some room. Fran Travis off the glass and good. Nice post move and cut to the hoop. We're tied at 37. The last about 2 minutes of that third quarter, and it continues into the fourth quarter. Back and forth buckets for both squads. Thought about a three, did Western Christian. Instead driving in, shot up no good. Rebound at 2, Taylor Schneider. That was Winterfeld who tried to get to the bucket, can't do so. Pass over to Abby Scott, 3 on the way, missed it, may have been partially tipped. And rebound going to Western Christian. Foul on the fast break by Spirit Lake to slow down the pace. And they're going to call Abby Scott for this one. That is her second. 37 all, 6:44 to go, fourth quarter. And foul going to be called on Claire Turner, I believe. No. They're going to say a turnover. That was a turnover as foul called on Bentley Bleak, her second. Illegal screen the call, so the Indians take over. They work it over down low. Here is Fran Travis off the glass. Good. I think the Indians found something down low. Fran Travis with the lay-in and the lead. And foul called on Abby Scott. That's going to be her third. As fouls coming a little quicker now in the fourth quarter. Scott with her third. She'll head out. Pritchard in. So DeWild, Pritchard, Turner, Travis, and Schneider, and that's Fran Travis, by the way. Claire Turner on the floor as well. Bounce pass, almost stolen away by Claire Turner. Here is Harbitz off her knee, having trouble, and she hits the deck, and eventually they do call a jump ball, and it'll favor Spirit Lake. Spirit Lake leading 39-37. Looking to extend to their largest lead of the game. Here's Pritchard. Down low, they try to go to Travis, but thrown away. They tried to feed the post again, but Western Christian comes up with the ball. Harbitz all the way in off the glass. Nice drive. And Apio Harbitz with the lay-in, tied at 39. Schneider working around, bounce pass to DeWild, pass tipped and eventually controlled, and they're going to say jump ball. Go towards Western, so it is a turnover on Spirit Lake. 5:35 to go, fourth quarter. And we're tied at 39. Aubrey Koiker into the game. She gets the inbound pass and will bring it up the floor. They bounce it, and a couple bounce passes find down low, and fouled is Stella Winterfeld. Winterfeld going to the line. 2-shot foul. They're going to peg this one on to Fran Travis, her 4th. First shot, no good for Winterfeld. Again, want to thank you for watching online at ExploreOkoboji.com or listening on KUOO. As Fran Travis checks out Lauren Travis into the game, and she'll get the rebound off the miss as we stay tied at 39 between Western Christian and Spirit Lake in girls basketball this evening. Schneider bounces it over. That is Scott. They whip it around and going to be tipped out of bounds by Western Christian just in front of the Spirit Lake student section. We're getting a little more into the game, which makes it pretty hard to see that near side corner, but as long as they're making noise, that is okay. Schneider over to Pritchard. Had a little bit of a window, doesn't take the shot. As Schneider works it back to Pritchard. She's going to drive baseline, gets off the pass to Turner, who steps into a 3, no good. Rebound to Western Christian. Harbitz. They work it down to Fetters. Here is a 3 up and no good. Rebound loose, fought for, eventually ends up in the hands of Schneider. Schneider up the floor, crosses over, about lost the handle. Gets it to Scott, who almost has it picked off. 21 to shoot, 4:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Score still tied at 39. Feeding it down low is Lauren Travis, who lays it up and in. Nice feed by Schneider. Travis off the bench, good. And the Indians lead by 2. Harbitz spinning, gets it over to Van Clay, a 3 up, no good. Rebound to Spirit Lake, and they're going up to Abby Scott, who is streaking down the floor. Up and good, and the foul. Abby Scott out hustling the defense, giving Spirit Lake their biggest lead of 4 points and could make it 5 with an old-fashioned three-point play. Free throw from Scott is good. Timeout taken on the floor. Spirit Lake leading 44-39. Western Christian, see what they can do to claw their way back into it. 3:54 to go, fourth quarter. Back in a minute on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Spirit Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
They're up 44-39 as Western Christian looking to respond as down the floor and good is McKenna Fetters. 44-41, Spirit Lake leads. Working to Pritchard. Here's Scott. Able to control the high pass. Turner double teamed in a little bit of trouble and going to be fouled by Bria Van Clay. (44-41). Spirit Lake with the lead. And ball tipped and controlled by Indians as they are trying to inbound it. And then it turned over. And jump ball to call. Spirit Lake will retain possession. 3:15 to go, fourth quarter. Crunch time here in Spirit Lake. Indians leading by 3. They bounce into Fran Travis. Schneider, long 2 is up and good. Taylor Schneider for 2. Back to a 5-point Spirit Lake lead. Van Clay almost lost the handle on it. Gets it to Winterfeld. Winterfeld throws it away. Tried to throw a baseline to a teammate, but the teammate was a little farther up the court than she expected. So it is now 46-41 with Spirit Lake having the lead and the basketball. Schneider over it to Turner. 3 is up and no good. Rebound taken down by Winya. Up the floor they get to Winterfeld. Winterfeld going to drive in off the glass. Good. 3-point lead for Spirit Lake. As Schneider bounce it to Pritchard. They go down low to Travis. Travis about loses the handle. Does get tied up, and it'll be Western Christian basketball, so a turnover on the Indians. (46-43). 2:05 to go, fourth quarter. Here's Harbitz. Working it over. Here is almost a 3 taken by Bleak, but she passes it up. Now she'll take this one. That one's short. Rebound to Claire Turner. And she clears and looking to run up the floor. Gets into the paint, stops, turns around. Schneider steps into a 3 off the mark. Rebound loose and controlled by Spirit Lake. But then a travel on Turner. So we'll have to give a turnover there on Spirit Lake off the offensive board for Turner. 1:38 to go, fourth quarter. Spirit Lake with a 3-point lead, 46-43. Harbitz bounces it to Winterfeld. Harbitz tries a 3. It's off the mark. Rebound fought for, and they might get a foul on Fran Travis, and that's going to be number 5. They're going to vote down low that Winya had a better position. So Travis fouls out. 11 points for her on the evening. Very good game down low, but Kiana Winya heading to the free throw line. And she is off on the first. There's a 1-and-1. So Travis, Lauren Travis that is, gets the rebound. Indians with a 3-point lead. Pritchard at the block, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound fought for, and Harbitz comes down with it. Western Christian with another chance. They work it over. Here is Koiker for 3, no good. Rebound taken down by Winterfeld off the glass, no good. Rebound taken down again and up and good for Bentley Bleak. 1-point game. Spirit Lake and Claire Turner going to look to run some clock. 46-45. Spirit Lake with the lead and a turnover. Just when Spirit Lake was looking to run a little clock, pass goes into the Spirit Lake bench and they turn it over. 46-45. Spirit Lake with the lead, but Western Christian with the basketball. Quick timeout, 30 seconds. Back with more on KUOO.
CMB is a proud sponsor of our local high school athletic teams. Shop online and browse our inventory at DeereEquipment.com. C&B, your local John Deere dealer, committed to being your dealer of choice.
Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
46-45, Spirit Lake leading in girls basketball. But Western Christian, off the turnover, going to get a chance to take the lead here. Western Christian has led most of the game until the end of the third quarter. They're tied at 35. Spirit Lake trying to pull away here, but Western just hanging tough. Down low, shot up, no good. Rebound though to Western Christian. Shot is good by Kiana Winya. They take the lead, and it was a foul as well. And they'll tag this on Abby Scott, her fourth. So Winya, free throw, good. 48-46, Spirit Lake needing a bucket now. Turner calls out the play, 2-3 zone from the Wolfpack. Turner crosses over, gets it to Scott. Shot clock is turned off, and Coach Rogers wanting a timeout. 48-46. Full timeout taken by Coach Rogers. I'll keep it here, though, so we don't want to miss a second of this action. Western Christian leading 19-5 after the first quarter, 22-16 at half. We were tied at 35 after 3 quarters, and it is now 48-46. A three-point play for Kiana Winya. Been held fairly quiet, normally 10.3 points per game, 7-4 tonight, but maybe 3 of the biggest coming late, as it is now 48-46 in favor of the Wolfpack. Tim Soper with you for girls basketball, soon to be boys basketball, as the boys in the tunnel right now getting ready for the nightcap of this doubleheader. Western Christian coming in with a good record for boys basketball. They were ranked number 1. I think they dropped in the rankings since last week, but girls game going to be a dandy of a finish, and the 2-point deficit may not be done after the next 19 or so seconds, 19.7 to be exact. 48-46, Western leads Indian basketball. Schneider to inbound, Pritchard, Scott, Turner, and Lauren Travis out on the floor, and Fran Travis fouled out. Turner gets the inbound pass, looking around, looking to dribble some clock maybe, 12 seconds. And Coach Rogers, I think that's what they want to do. They just want to run some clock. They didn't want to give Western too much of an opportunity if they were to get this ball back. So another timeout taken by Coach Rogers, 48-46. Spirit Lake led right now by, let's see, they have it up there. Abby Scott leading the way with 12 points. Fran Travis had 11, but she has fouled out. Claire Turner has 9 points. Taylor Schneider with 6 points. Lauren Travis off the bench, 5 points. So there's a few options. They've had wide open looks down low when they get it to their post players. Again, though, Fran Travis fouling out, so it would be Lauren Travis, the freshman, if they look to post up. But Western Christian, tough 2-3 zone in the last couple minutes, really shutting down this Indian offense and any chance they have of trying to get it down low. See Fran kind of encouraging Lauren Travis there. Nice pat on the shoulder on her way out, saying, hey, it's yours down low. Couple last-minute coaching tips. Schneider to inbound right in front of the Indians bench. They get it into Turner. Western immediately into the 2-3 zone. Schneider driving baseline, gets it out. Here is Pritchard for 3, no good. Rebound down low, and fouled is Taylor Schneider. Big offensive board by the senior. And going to the line with 1.4 seconds. These are huge free throws. 2 shots for Taylor Schneider. First is good. Schneider on the season. She is shooting at about 70%. Second to tie it. Good. Western to inbound it. Timeout, though, quickly taken by Western Christian. We'll see if they put that time back on the clock. Only about 0.4 ran off, so we're at 1 second. 48 all. Taylor Schneider, the senior, coming through in the clutch. Offensive board, she is fouled. Why don't we take a 30-second timeout, and we'll have the final play for Western Christian in regulation. 30-second timeout. More coming up. Tie game at 48.
Your best inside and out with Drip Okoboji. IV hydration can help you with energy, athletic recovery, hydration, weight loss, in addition to cold and flu symptoms, food poisoning, and gout relief. Reboot, recover, and repair with Drip Okoboji. Visit us online to schedule at dripokoboji.com.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we invest in economic development, safety, youth, and charitable programs. We are committed to the communities we serve.
Powering communities, improving lives at your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
.48. A senior, Taylor Schneider, getting the offensive board and getting fouled and draining the 2 free throws, about as high pressure free throws as you can get. Western Christian with the basketball. 1.4 left on the clock. And we'll have to see what they draw up here. If you're Spirit Lake, the big thing is do not foul. Do not want to send Western Christian the line here in the last second. Also, Western has to get it in. They do pass it in, and ball tipped, and that is going to be end of regulation. Hey, we get extra basketball here in the girls' contest. It is 48-48. Overtime coming up in a minute on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Spirit Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
If 4 quarters weren't enough, they will play extra. 48 all between Western Christian and Spirit Lake here in the girls contest. Ball is tipped and won by Western Christian. Spirit Lake down 1 starter. Fran Travis fouling out in the 4th quarter, so Lauren Travis going to get a majority of the minutes down low. And that one's turned over by Western Christian to start this extra period. 4 minutes on the clock, so half of a normal period. And Western Christian switching it up into a little 1-3-1 zone on defense, and it forces a turnover. Out in front of the defense, laying it in, is Estella Winterfeld. Winterfeld with 8 and a 2-point lead for the Wolfpack. Turner, bounce pass to Schneider. I think this is a new look defense for Western Christian. They switch to a 1-3-1. Pritchard, 2 on the way, good. Charlotte Pritchard, little stop and pop from the elbow, and it is 50 all. Here is Winya. Pass to Bleak. Down low to Winya, almost tipped away by Travis. Bleak lets go of a three. No good. I thought that one went in from my point of view, but just off the side of the iron. And it is Spirit Lake basketball. Scott, leading scorer for the Indians with 12 points, spins towards the corner, goes down low to Lauren Travis, off the glass, good. Lauren Travis holding down the fort down low, and it is 52-50 Indians. And pass out of the reach of Winya. And out of bounds, Spirit Lake takes over after the turnover. Two-point lead for the Indians, and they have the basketball. Scott trapped over in the wing, and ball almost thrown away, but Pritchard comes up with it until she travels. 26 turnovers for each team, so no matter who comes away with the win, that's probably something you want to clean up as you head into postseason play. Both teams going to be starting on Saturday. As this pass down low off the glass, no good, but fighting for the board and unable to come up with it is Winterfeld. Spirit Lake comes away with the defensive board. Turner, oh, fancy dribbling, gives it over to Schneider. Here is Scott. Scott down low to Lauren Travis, but ball tipped and won by Winya. And I think foul going to be called away from the basketball as Harbets kind of hit the floor. They call a foul on Abby Scott, which is her fifth. So that is Abby Scott fouling out with 12 points. And they'll send Harbets to the line. Faith DeWild going to come into the game. Good game from Abby Scott. 12 points for her. So that's 12 points and 11 points, respectively, for Spirit Lake. Now fouled out. Harbets at the line for a 1-and-1. First one, that net didn't even move. That was a good shot from Harbets. Looking at Harbets on the season, 64% at the line. This one to tie it with 1:51 to go in overtime. She does. Now I can have Matthew attach. That net didn't move much. 52 all here on KUOO and Explore Live Video. Turner gets the handoff. Going to drive in, hand off to Schneider, who's top of the key. Ball tipped, saved by Turner. Turner fires it down low off the hands of Lauren Travis. Turnover. It's Western Christian with the basketball. (52-52). 1 minute, 30 seconds left in overtime. Western Christian with the basketball. Nice pass down low. Up, no good. Rebound is controlled and put in by Winterfeld. Winterfeld missed the first, got the board, puts it back in. Spirit Lake now trailing by 2. A 3 by Turner. They have the lead. Claire Turner says down by 2. Nope, we're up by 1. 55-54. Winya down low and up and good. It is Winya. And Spirit Lake now trailing by 1. Turner dribbling, gets to the free throw line. Schneider over to DeWild. DeWild into the game, down to the block, kind of in some trouble, and got a timeout taken by Spirit Lake. Everyone was maybe thinking a foul call on someone. Everyone was holding their breath for a little bit, but the official says, nope, I had Coach Rogers in my ear telling me a timeout. We'll keep it right here, 56-55. Western Christian with the lead. As Spirit Lake with the basketball. Western Christian leading 19-5 after 1, 22-16 at half. Then we were tied after 3 and after regulation. 35 all after 3, 48 all after 4 quarters. And right now it is 56-55 in favor of the Wolfpack of Western Christian. Again, these two teams have their first playoff game. Western Christian in 2A, Spirit Lake in 3A coming up on Saturday. Western Christian will be at Boyden Hall, so not too far of a trip, just a couple blocks away from Hall Western Christian to Boyden Hall. For Spirit Lake, they will be right here at home hosting Rock Valley. It's a little coincidence there that these two teams play in the two different halves of Boyden Hall, Rock Valley. Obviously, they're separate for basketball. 43 seconds left. Spirit Lake trailing by 1. Schneider to do the inbounding underneath the hoop. They get it to Lauren Travis. And now here is Claire Turner. Turner with 10 points. 12 points. Goes in, puts it up, and good off the glass. 57-56, Spirit Lake leads. Shot clock turned off. 23 left in regulation and turned over. Spirit Lake with the basketball. Here is Turner. She's going to be trying to chase down and foul, and they get her from behind. 57-56, Spirit Lake leads. Claire Turner going to the line. Foul called on Kiana Winya, her 4th. Credit to her. She had 3 in the second quarter. Doesn't pick up her 4th until her first overtime here. This is a 1-and-1 opportunity for Claire Turner. Turner's first, good. Turner, 49% on the season. 2-point lead for Spirit Lake. Free throw by Turner is good. 59-56. Up the floor. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound by Spirit Lake. Turner trying to control it, and she's fouled. Credit Pritchard and DeWild over there for the defensive rebound. Foul called on Stella Winterfeld, her 2nd. Claire Turner at the line. Another 1-and-1. She makes the first, she'll get a second, but also make it a 4-point game. Free throw up, nothing but net. Claire Turner taking over here in overtime. Now at 17 points. Good. 61-56, 5-point lead for Spirit Lake. Western Christian trying to get up the floor and ends up being turned over. And Spirit Lake comes away with the win. 61-56. Good come from behind win for the Indians. Needed an extra period, but they do it. 61-56. They improved to 10-11 on the season. The Wolfpack, very game Wolfpack tonight, fall to 3-18 on the season. We have reached your post-game show. We'll have some stats and analysis. And also, get ready for the boys' game. Yes, there's another game coming up still in this doubleheader between Spirit Lake and Western Christian. But the girls for Spirit Lake take the win 61-56. Your post-game show coming up in 3 minutes. Thanks to the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake, courtesy of Dr. Norland and Cornwall.
Mean to be on a team. It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest teams support student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest, member FDIC.
For the best window and door solutions for your next project, choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we invest in economic development, safety, youth, and charitable programs. We are committed to the communities we serve.
Powering communities, improving lives at your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
The Hut Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Feel your best inside and out with Drip Okoboji. IV hydration can help you with energy, athletic recovery, hydration, weight loss, in addition to cold and flu symptoms, food poisoning, and gout relief. Reboot, recover, and repair with Drip Okoboji. Visit us online to schedule at dripokoboji.com.
Wins a great one tonight against Western Christian. And girls basketball 61-56, leading the way for the Indians. 18 points for Claire Turner, 12 points for Abby Scott, 11 for Fran Travis. Also 8 points for Taylor Schneider, 7 points for Lauren Travis, and then we had 5 points for Charlotte Pritchard. For Western Christian, they led for most of the game until about the end of the third quarter. Then it was back and forth after that, but it was 16 points off the bench for McKenna Fetters, 13 points for Bentley Bleak, 10 points for Stella Winterfeld, so 3 points in double figures for the Wolfpack. As for free throws, Spirit Lake 11 of 14, Western Christian 9 of 15, 26 turnovers for Western Christian, 28 for Spirit Lake, but the Indians able to come back and win 61-56 to improve to 10-11 on the season. 3-18 the Wolfpack fall to on the season in this non-conference basketball action. We will flip the script to the boys contest as we will get to our pregame talk with Coach Paul Brown, as that pregame interview is next. Thanks to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake, online at lakeshealth.org.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
Spirit Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
Now on our pregame show, we're going to talk Spirit Lake boys basketball. And last night I had a chance to catch up with the seniors after their win over Pocahontas area. Also caught up with head coach Paul Brown. Here's those interviews from last night.
Justin Ham here on the set here. Justin, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. Congratulations on the win. And, senior night, let's talk about that. What's it mean to you?
Yeah, it was fun. Love this group of guys. Been playing since we were middle school, elementary school. Just fun group. Love playing with them.
Justin, your favorite basketball memory? Doesn't have to be from this season. Could be from previous seasons. Do you have one in mind?
I'd say winning conference this year.
Nice. I like that.
That was big. I mean, last year didn't win one conference game, and this year came out and only lost one. So that was special.
I like that. Do you have a favorite Paul Brown memory or one of the coach's memories?
Oh, shoot. Probably just he always giving us crap on no matter what it is in the locker room, just messing with him. Always fun time.
Okay. Super Bowl pick. Who do you got?
I got Eagles.
Eagles. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Eagles. Okay.
Chiefs overrated.
Oh, wow. Okay. We got Eagles. Okay. Very good. And plans after high school?
I'm going to play football at Iowa Western.
Fantastic. Nice job, Justin. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Justin Ham. We're going to bring in Tyler Voss. Tyler, hear me okay?
Yep.
All right. How you doing, sir?
Good, and you?
Good. Senior night. Talk about it.
Fun night. We played really good. I mean, we could have done better, but scoreboard showed we played good, so I guess.
Yeah, excellent ball game tonight. Everybody got in the books as far as playing time, so that's good to see. And, Tyler, talk about your favorite. Do you have a favorite memory of your basketball career?
I'd say my favorite part about this year was beating Esra both times. It's in football, too. We don't like them, so. Yeah.
It's a rivalry.
Yeah.
And winning the conference, that's always good. Do you have a favorite coach memory, coach situation, practice thing?
When we won at Spencer for the first time, we all soaked Brown, and it was pretty fun. So.
Okay. I'm sure he liked that, too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Plans after high school?
I'm going to go to Iowa State.
Okay. Any sports that you're thinking, or just?
No, not at the moment.
Not at the moment, okay. Super Bowl pick?
Chiefs, all the way.
So we got one Eagles, one Chiefs. Okay, we're keeping tally.
Yep.
Thanks for coming up, and we're going to continue the senior talk here as Spirit Lake boys get the victory 71-32. We're going to bring in Braden Teasfeld at this time. Braden, how are you?
Really good.
Got the start tonight. Talk about that.
Yeah, it was really cool. First start coming back from injury, but mostly because of senior night.
Yeah, and talk about senior night, the emotions with all of it.
Really cool, especially that we got like 5 guys, so all 5 seniors just got to play. And yeah, we, like Justin said, we've been playing all together since like our really young days and really close.
Do you have a favorite memory, basketball-wise?
So we do like a school lock-in with the basketball team, and those are always really fun. And we just had one recently, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I know. Paul was kind of tired this past Saturday at the Hut. Super Bowl pick, who you got?
Eagles, just because Tyler's a Chiefs fan.
Okay. Favorite NBA player or team?
I'm a Timberwolves fan, so Ant-Man.
Oh, okay. All right, very good. Plans after high school?
Going to Iowa State to study engineering.
Perfect. Braden, we'll see you tomorrow night. Congrats.
Thank you.
Braden Teasfeld, one of the seniors. Let's bring in another senior here. Watch your head. We don't need you getting injured here, Corbin. All right, Corbin Quantz joining us. How are you, sir?
Good.
All right, talk about getting the start on senior night and all the emotions with senior night tonight.
Senior night, especially after last week, it's just been a really special year with these guys. And as they said before, I've been playing with these guys since middle school, and it's just really special.
Do you have a favorite basketball memory this year or previous years?
I'd go with what Braden said. The lock-in is always really fun.
Yep. Do you have a least favorite drill that you do in practice?
Probably Sparty rebounding.
Okay. Do you have a favorite drill?
I don't know. I guess my favorite is just scrimmaging with the guys and competing.
Very good. Super Bowl pick, who do you got?
Chiefs.
Okay, this came from Tim here. Do you have a favorite Spirit Lake player from years past that you tried to model your game after? Or that you looked up to?
Growing up, I watched Billy Brown play, and he was really entertaining, and yeah.
Good. Plans after high school?
I'm going to go to Iowa State and major in business finance.
We got a lot of people going to Iowa State here.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are going to be still close next year. Very good. Corbin, good to see you again. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
All right, Corbin Quantz, one of the other seniors. Going to talk to another senior, that Jake Wallin. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I haven't had a chance to talk to you this year, but thanks for coming up here for senior night. And just talk about this season being with Spirit Lake. Obviously, you haven't been able to play because of the injury, but just talk about being with this team.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Everyone's really supportive of each other, and we have a lot of good times.
So talk to us about your favorite basketball memory with, either here or with your time with South O'Brien.
Here, I'd have to say the lock-in. That was pretty fun. And then at South O'Brien, I'd say my freshman year, we went to a sub-state game, and I played in that.
Yeah, fantastic. Let's talk about your Super Bowl pick. Who you like?
I got to go Chiefs.
Now, do you have a favorite team besides the teams that are playing?
Yeah, the Jets.
Jets. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we're rivals because I'm a Finns fan. So, yeah. Plans after high school?
I'm undecided yet. I think I'm going to play some football, though.
Okay.
In college.
Great. Hey, it's good meeting you. Good to talk to you. Thanks for coming up. Senior Jake Wallin joining us, and we're going to bring in Caden Hassel, the final senior of the night. And Caden, watch your head up there. Caden, let's talk about your shots here tonight. 4 threes. Talk about that.
Guess I just got lucky tonight. I don't know.
I don't know about luck.
Well, it's good to see him go in, and when the first one goes in, you can just tell it's going to be a good night. So
yeah, talk about senior night, being with these guys, getting the 5 seniors to start, and kind of the emotions around that.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I haven't played basketball with Braden since he broke his leg in meaningful minutes.
Right.
And so tonight was fun having him play. Did a cool behind the back pass, but it's still fun being out there with him.
Yeah, you bet. Absolutely. Do you have a favorite memory this year or maybe years past?
Probably just winning conference. It was a big deal for us.
Okay. Yes, I like that. That's a big deal, huge deal. Congratulations on that. And do you have a Super Bowl pick?
Probably the Eagles.
Eagles. So what are we, 3-3 or 4? Yeah. Do you have a favorite team besides the ones that are playing?
Packers.
Packers. Okay. See, now he's a Vikings fan. So, okay. All right. Very good. All right. So, Caden, this came from Tim. Better at basketball, you, mom, or dad?
Oh, me. Easily.
Okay. Very good. Plans after high school?
Going to Iowa State. I don't know my major yet, but going to Iowa State.
We got a lot of Spirit Lake players going to Iowa State. Wow, okay. Very good, Caden. Congratulations on the win. And Spirit Lake sending up their seniors. That was fun. Paul, thank you for doing that.
Yeah. It's always pretty good to talk to the whole group. So,
yeah,
it's good.
You got a great group of guys right there, not just the seniors, but up and down the lineup. So that's fun to talk to those guys and kind of have some fun with them and give them some non-traditional questions. So
yeah, definitely. And you can tell it's a tight-knit group. And, you know, a bunch of them going to Iowa State together.
Yeah.
I think a couple of them and a couple other football guys are in a room together. So it's a really close group, yeah.
That's really cool. And you started the 5 seniors tonight. Obviously, Wallene can't play, so he couldn't start. But really cool, I thought, starting the 5 seniors.
Yeah, it's a group that's played together for a long time, so it's kind of cool, the one last time that they can do it and start all out on the court together. So, yeah, I think they really enjoyed it and thought they all came out and did some really good things as well. So it was good to see.
And game-wise, you got out a little bit of a slow start there, but once you got going, the offense picked up, especially there in that second quarter. Defense clamped down, and you got things rolling.
Yeah, I think we did some uncharacteristic things. I think we got a quick early lead and then kind of did some things that maybe some point search and stuff like that, and we kind of regrouped that quarter, talked, hey, we just got to continue to play team ball offensively and defensively, and I think that's when we went on our run.
And then you kept it going, and then you got that 35-point rule. You get that going, and then it's just, man, that clock melts.
It's fast, and then when you try to get everyone in like that, it's quick. So, it's something that you don't practice a whole lot or don't think about a whole lot, but I think we got everyone in today, and I think they all came out and played hard, so it's always fun when that happens.
Yeah, how great is that? Because, those guys put in a lot of work in practice, and it's great to reward those guys when they get a chance to come in.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of them, the scout team, they're practicing against the starters all the time, and they don't get a whole lot of shine on the varsity court a whole lot, so it's just good for them to get some run against someone else other than the starting group or first 8 maybe, and so I think they all really enjoyed it.
Well, a nice win, and it continues your busy week because tomorrow you host number 1 Western Christian.
Yeah. Western, I think they slipped a little bit today because they had a couple losses last week, but it was to number 1 Dakota Valley in South Dakota and then T South Dakota, so they might have slipped, but I don't really consider those bad losses, that's for sure. So it's going to be a great environment, real good test going into postseason play, kind of really show where we're at and what we need to continue to work on, and they're really well coached. They're going to play hard, so I'm expecting a really good game tomorrow.
Those were the Spirit Lake seniors and head coach Paul Brown last night after the win over Pocahontas area. Coming up tonight, Western Christian. Starting lineups and our tip-off next on KUOO.
CMB is a proud sponsor of our local high school athletic teams. Shop online and browse our inventory at DeereEquipment.com. CMB, your local John Deere dealer, committed to being your dealer of choice.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
And we want to thank Coach Paul Brown for his thoughts last night after Spirit Lake boys basketball. They picked up the win last night as, let's see, that was against Pocahontas area. And Spirit Lake now set to host Western Christian. Spirit Lake with a record of 11-6. Western Christian 15-3 on the season. And we'll meet our starting lineups thanks to Central Bank and Central Insurance. They're there to make it happen for you. For the Wolfpack, led by Coach Derek Kaiser, the Ashton Van Tol, a 6'1 senior. Chandler Palama, a 6-foot senior. Caden Van Riggenmorter, a 6'3" sophomore. Karsten Moret, a 6'3" sophomore. And Tate Van Regenmorter, a 6'5" senior down low for the Wolfpack. As for Spirit Lake and Coach Paul Brown, it will be Caden Hassel, a 5'11" senior. Tyler Voss, a 6'5" senior. Ethan Stecker, a 6'4" sophomore. Dylan Stecker, a 6'4" sophomore. And Justin Ham, the 6'2" senior, rounding out this lineup for Spirit Lake and Coach Paul Brown. Trying to look up the latest rankings. I believe Western Christian coming in at number 6 in the latest 2A poll. Of course, this being the first year for the official rankings released by the Iowa High School Athletic Association. And indeed, in Class 2A, it is Western Christian coming in at 6. They are 15-3 on the season. They've played quite a few different teams being an independent this year. A lot of out-of-state opponents, including last week they played against Dakota Valley. That was at the Sanford Pentagon. They also played at T-Area out of South Dakota, so 2 straight losses to some South Dakota teams for Western Christian. And for Spirit Lake, like I said last time out, they defeated the Pocahontas area Indians, as we had that game on KUOO last night. As looking up the exact score of that one, it was 71-32, Spirit Lake with the win to move to 11-6 on the season. Thank you for joining me. I'm Tim Soper on KUOO. Over on the camera and computer for Explore Live video, it is Matthew Grisham, and back at Mission Control is Michaela, handling all the dials and buttons, keeping us on the air on 103.9 FM. As Western Christian in the road Maroons for the Wolfpack, and Tyler Voss had a little early start, and they'll re-jump. They'll go again. This one going to be tipped and won by the Wolfpack. They're working right to left as we see it here at Spirit Lake High School. Tate Van Regenmorter hands off to Moret. Here is Caden Van Regenmorter. Over to Van Tol. Van Tol to Moret. Moret back to Van Tol. Here is Caden Van Regenmorter down to Tate Van Regenmorter. Caden trying to drive into the paint. A nice leaner off the glass. No good, though. Rebound to Justin Ham. So Spirit Lake defense stands tall for the first one. Justin Ham with the basketball. Hands it back to Hassel. Hassel down low to Voss. Voss guarded tightly. And here comes Spirit Lake. Ethan Stecker to Ham. Ham works up top. They go down low. Dylan Stecker off the glass. Good. Spirit Lake actually does have a height advantage a little bit against the Wolfpack. Their tallest player is the same, but a couple 6'4" sophomores in. Dylan and Ethan Stecker also providing a little height for Spirit Lake. A three-pointer is attempted and good for Tate Van Regenmorter. And the Wolfpack take the lead 3-2. Bounce pass to Ethan Stecker. He's at the elbow, gives up to Justin Ham. Here's Dylan Stecker, drives into the paint, and he is going to be fouled on the floor. The first foul of the game going to be called against Western Christian and Karsten Moret. Hassel to inbound, gets into Dylan Stecker. That was Ethan. Back to Ethan. Dylan top of the key, almost gets a pass from Hassel, but instead they give it up to Voss. Voss hands to Dylan. Stecker down low to Voss. Voss getting into the paint, trying to drive in, looking for some room out to Ethan Stecker, who drives baseline, stops, hands off to Voss, who lays it in off the glass. Good. 4-3, Spirit Lake with the lead. They work it over and driving in. Foul. Going to be called on Spirit Lake. Hard contact between Caden Van Riggenmorter and Tyler Voss. I think Voss going to get called with the foul. No, they're going to go away from the ball and I believe charge it to Justin Ham. That is the case. Ham with the foul. Here is Ashton Van Tol driving to the hoop, off the glass, good. 5-3 Wolfpack. Hassel trying to go down low to Voss, one-handed catch. Nice looking play there. Double team comes to help and turn it over to Spirit Lake. Up the floor quickly, Van Tol lays it in. 7-4 Wolfpack. Dylan Stecker down low to Voss. Voss trying to get in the paint. Here's Ethan Stecker. Ethan at the free throw line. Here's Voss. Voss at the block, drives in, off the glass. No good, but he is fouled, so he'll head to the line. These two teams have not played yet this year. The girls' teams played earlier, but I do not see a game between these two squads yet for the season as Tyler Voss at the line, good on the first. Voss shooting about 60%. And off on the second. Rebound to Western Christian. 7-5. Wolfpack with the lead. Long pass up the floor. Bounce pass to Van Tol, who's just getting the lay-ins to go. He's up to 6 points. That's a 4-point lead for the Wolfpack. Dylan Stecker leads it to Voss. Voss right side block to Hassel. Hassel goes to Voss. Here's Ham. Ham in the corner, back to Voss. Right baseline. Looking around, up top of the key to Dylan Stecker. Voss at the elbow. Ham looking around, 10 to shoot. Here's Hassel, skip pass to Dylan Stecker. Stecker between the legs dribble, driving in, off the glass, good. Dylan Stecker with the lay-in. 9-7. Van Tol out to the corner. Here's a three put up by Palama. Missed everything but Van Tol. Why not be there for the lay-in? 11-7 Wolfpack with the lead. Voss hands off to Ethan Stecker. Ethan head fake. Long two is up and short, but he gets his own board. Gets it out to Dylan Stecker for three, off the mark. Van Tol up the floor. Gets in the hands of Caden Van Riggenmorter. Caden over. They end up down low to Tate Van Riggenmorter, who gets the floater to go. Hassel will walk it up the floor. Goes across half court. Here's Ethan Stecker. Over to Hassel, who was not ready for the ball. That's passed into the hallway. Turnover on Spirit Lake, with the Wolfpack leading 13-7. A couple new players into the game, including Wes Walls. He comes in for Ethan Stecker. Western about turns it over, but gets it to Van Tol. Van Tol over into the hands of Moret for three. It's good. 16-7 Wolfpack with the lead early on. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Caden Hassel down to Voss. Voss lost the handle. He's going to be bumped. So foul going to be the foul called on Western Christian. And they call it on Ashton Van Tol, his first. Will Graves checking into the game for West Walls. They go into the corner. Justin Ham tries a three and cans it. Justin Ham for three. And down low off the glass good is Karsten Moret. Timeout taken by Spirit Lake. It's 18-10. Western Christian with the lead. It's a short timeout, so we'll just keep it here. That's 30-second timeout by Coach Brown. Western Christian showing why they're still a pretty good team in Northwest Iowa in Class 2A. We can maybe look at their brackets later on. Spirit Lake, though, up in 3A this year in boys basketball, so they do not know their postseason assignments just yet. As I imagine will come out either late this week or maybe early next week. 3A and 4A usually gets revealed a little later than the 1A, 2A brackets. Spirit Lake inbounds. 2:36 to go first quarter, 18-10, Western Christian with the lead. They try to go down low to Voss. He does end up controlling it, but loses the handle as Western Christian coming up and running. Here's Palama down low and almost traveling, but they don't call it. Here's Mantle into the game. Tyler Mantle does throw it away, and Will Graves up the floor, and he's bumped on the way to the hoop. Actually, excuse me, that was Caden Hassel. Foul called on Caden Van Riggenmorter, his first. Walls coming in for Hassel. So Walls, Voss, Ham, Dylan Stecker, and Will Graves, the 5 for the Indians. Voss to Dylan Stecker, back to Voss. Voss looking around, going to look to drive in, gives up to Ham. Ham drives to the elbow, looking around. Here is Walls. Walls about lost his footing. Here's Ham. Ham down low to Voss, who is unable to handle it. But a travel called on Western Christian. Hunter Hoffland, who got the turnover, ends up traveling himself. So it is Spirit Lake basketball, 18-10, Western with the lead, 1:49 to go, first quarter. They lob it in, here's Voss. Voss down low, triple teamed, gets it up, no bucket, no call. Western Christian up the floor. Tate Van Riggenmorter for 3, no good. Rebound controlled, actually tipped out of bounds. Spirit Lake will take over. Walls had better position, but it's tipped out by the Wolfpack. Ethan Stecker into the game, Justin Ham out. Offense is a little quiet right now. 18-10, Spirit Lake trailing Western Christian. Dylan Stecker has it left corner. Looking around, down to Voss. Left baseline. Skip pass out to Will Graves for 3. Off the mark. Rebound taken down by the Wolfpack. Wolfpack go down low. Van Riggenmorter out to the corner. Here's Dalma for 3. But they're going to call foul on the floor on the rebound. Dalma missed the 3. Will Graves going to get called to the foul as he undercut, I believe, Moret going for the rebound. Dalma dribbles top of the key. Here's Van Tol, cut off by Voss. Tate Van Riggenmorter hands off. Here's Tyler Mantle. Van Tol bounce pass. Dalma. Dalma gets it back. Top of the key, Tate Van Riggenmorter. Van Riggenmorter into the paint, spinning and winning. Lay-in by Van Riggenmorter makes it 20-10, 10-point lead for the Wolfpack. Ethan Stecker over to Graves. Here is Walls. Walls dumps to Voss. Voss looking around. Bounce pass to Wes Walls. Wes over to Ethan Stecker. Will Graves in the corner. Kind of caught there. Has to give it up to Voss, who almost lost the handle. 10 to shoot. Walls has it poked away. 6 to shoot. Walls driving in. Puts up a tough shot. Blocked. And Western Christian with the board. Up the floor, Tate Van Riggenmorter. Works over to Dalma. Here is Mantle. Reverse layup good. And that is how the first quarter ends. Western Christian out on top, 22-10 over Spirit Lake. Second quarter in a minute on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we invest in economic development, safety, youth, and charitable programs. We are committed to the communities we serve.
Powering communities, improving lives at your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Pub 19 is open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. with limited seating. Dine in or carry out every Friday night. You can enjoy the in-house smoked prime rib. Pub 19 at Okoboji View Golf Course on Highway 86 in Spirit Lake. And check out their new menu items at pub19barngrill.com.
At Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company. Driven to serve better. Driven to serve better.
(22-10). Western Christian on top over Spirit Lake, number 6 ranked in 2A. Western Christian coming in leading on the road right now against the Indians. Justin Ham thought about a 3, gives up to Ethan Stecker. Here's Voss down low. Voss trying to get bumped off his spot. Shot up, no good. Voss fighting for the offensive board, but then stolen away by the Wolfpack. Here is Western Christian. Tate Van Riggenmorter off the glass, good. 6'5" senior just found room down low, 24-10. Voss. Hands off. Here is Ryder Sundahl into the game. Deep 3 by Hassel, good. Maybe that'll spark the Indians into a little bit of a comeback. 24-13, Western leads. As up the floor and shot up, no good. Rebound tipped around. And see who they get on this one. They're going to get Western Christian on the foul. Probably on Tate Van Riggenmorter. His second. So Van Riggenmorter will take a seat. And Tyler Voss also going to take a little bit of a rest. So we'll see how Spirit Lake changes up their offensive game plan. A lot of it was going through Tyler Voss. Ethan Stecker on the left side. Here's Dylan Stecker. Dylan hands off to Hassel. Back to Dylan. Dylan at the block. Tough shot off the backboard. No good. And rebound last touch by the Indians. So the Wolfpack take over. 6:46 to go, second quarter. Western leads 24-13 over Spirit Lake. 6:40 to go, second quarter. Bounce pass down low. Here's Caden Van Riggenmorter. Gets out to a teammate in the corner, but 3 seconds in the lane. Gonna be the call on Caden Van Riggenmorter. Never did clear out after he passed it. So it will be Spirit Lake basketball after the turnover. Hassel drives all the way to the block, but then has his pass picked off. And a quick foul called on Ryder Sundahl, preventing the run out against Western. No, it was not a turnover. Excuse me. They say it was a player stepping on the out-of-bounds line when he caught it. Spirit Lake retains possession. Ethan Stecker with the basketball. Dylan Stecker has it in the corner. Right side corner, drives baseline, gets cut off. Here's Sundahl. Top the key, Ethan Stecker. Caden Hassel with it down low to Ham. Ham looking around, goes to the free throw line and throwing it away. Up the floor and around the back attempt by Western Christian, and the turnover. It was Palma trying to go around the back with the dribble. Gets it down low. Here's Dylan Stecker off the glass. No good, but he's fouled. Foul going to be called, I believe, on Karsten Moret, his second. That is the case. Dylan Stecker to the line. Free throw good for Stecker. Wes Walls checks into the game for Ryder Sundahl, so Coach Brown using a little bit of his bench more frequently. Dylan Stecker makes them both. 9-point game with Western leading 24-15. Palama down low. They hand it off, but blocked by Dylan Stecker. Dylan Stecker also gets the rebound. He's going up the floor. Tough shot, but he gets called with the charge. First foul on Dylan. Also the turnover on Spirit Lake. Western retakes possession. That was a good block and rebound on the other end, though. Walls picks up the defense and forces a turnover. He's running up the floor, laying good. Wes Walls with the steal and score. 24-17, Western leads Spirit Lake. Van Tol has it just inside the three-point line. Hands off to Caden Van Riggenmorter. Caden hands off to Van Tol, gets it back top of the key. Here is Hoffland. Hands off to Caden. Caden driving in, out to the corner. It is Palama for three, good. Chandler Palama with a corner three. Back to a 10-point lead for the Wolfpack. Walls controls a loose ball after it was tipped. Here is Ethan Stecker. Ethan into Hassel's hands. Here's Ham down low. Ham out to Walls. Back to Hassel. Hassel made a deep three earlier, but he's guarded tightly this time by his defender, Ethan Stecker. Over to Hassel. 7 to shoot. Hassel skip pass out to Walls. Walls a little head fake, trying to drive in. Ball loose, and Ham has to force one up. And they're going to call a shot clock violation. 4:02 to go, second quarter. Spirit Lake is unable to get a clean look at the basket. Voss will check in for Justin Ham. (27-17). Western Christian with the lead. A little bit of a delay, as I believe it was Ashton Van Tol retying the sneaker. Caden Van Riggenmorter gives to Van Tol. And nice pass underneath and good position and lay-in by Hunter Hoffland. And almost tipped away. Spirit Lake able to retain possession. Hassel going to be bumped. And foul called on Western Christian. It'll be free throws for Hassel, as that is the 7th on the Wolfpack. Foul called on Caden Van Riggenmorter, his second. So Caden Hassel, a 5'11 senior, heading to the line. 1-and-1 opportunity. First, in and out, no good. In the game, Uchin Harbitz. Harbitz driving baseline, dumps off, shot up and good by Ashton Van Tol. Hassel, skip pass out to Stecker. That's Dylan Stecker to be exact, so he'll head the line as he is fouled from behind. Foul called on Van Tol, his second. So Dylan Stecker at the line for a 1-and-1. First one short. Rebound, though, to Tyler Voss. Hands it back to Dylan Stecker, who traveled. Spirit Lake hoping for a foul call, but they say Dylan traveled instead. And it's a 14-point Western lead. Spirit Lake with a little 1-2-2 zone now. Bounce pass to Harbitz. Leads it up the floor. And it's taken in by Dauma. Harbitz, top of the key, over to Mantle. Dauma down low. A lot of bench players out there for Western Christian. Here's Palama, the lone starter on the floor. As Dauma works it into the corner, Harbitz drives in, finds a nice cut by Dauma for the bucket. 33-17, Western with the lead. as Spirit Lake working it around. Here's Hassel. And ball tipped and won by Western Christian. Turnover by Spirit Lake. Dalma gets into the paint. 2-pointer up, no good. Gets his own board though. Gets a look at a three and good by Caleb Dalma. 36-17, Western with the lead. As we approach 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Voss looking for room down low and fighting through some contact. Ethan Stecker for three, it's good. Ethan Stecker reins it in. 36-20. Harbitz into the corner. It's Dalma. Harbitz top of the key. They swing it around in the hands of Mantle. Mantle works his way towards the wing, and a timeout taken by Coach Kaiser. 36-20, 1:43 to go in the second quarter. Western leading by 16. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll be back in a minute. 30 seconds. 30 seconds on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
.134 to go, second quarter. Western Christian leading Spirit Lake 36-20. As we're approaching halftime, we have some guests making their way up. Senior Taylor Schneider and Coach Todd Rogers of the Spirit Lake girls coming to join us for halftime. First, got the boys game as Spirit Lake gets a turnover. Good play by Ryder Sundahl stealing that one away. They work it over to Caden Hassel. Over to Justin Ham. Ham down low to Voss. Voss spinning, getting to the hoop, and lays it in. Tyler Voss back on the scoring column. 36-22, under a minute left in the second quarter. Here is Palama. Palama works it over to Van Tol. Here's Tate Van Riggenmorter. Handoff to Caden. Van Tol to Caden Van Riggenmorter. Here is a three put up by Palama. It's good. Lots of shooters on this Western Christian team. Looking as good as advertised. 39-22. Spirit Lake basically has a whole shot clock to work with. Maybe like a 0.7 second differential between the shot and game clock. They go down low. Voss losing the handle on it, though. Western could hold for the last shot. Van Riggenmorter holds up. Here's Tate Van Riggenmorter for three. No good. Rebound tipped and won by Western Christian. Wild shot put up. That one no good. Another shot at the horn. No good. Western had a couple looks but can't cash in as they will lead 39-22 at halftime. As we have reached your halftime show, why don't we just take a 1 minute timeout, Michaela and Matthew, as we'll get our guests set up. Taylor Schneider and Todd Rogers getting set to join us, talk the girls game. Boys game halftime, Western leading 39-22. Back in a minute on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company. Driven to serve better. Driven to serve better.
halftime show. That is thanks to Okoboji Motor Company. Driven to serve better. Boys halftime right now, 39-22 Western Christian. But let's go back to the girls game, and it was a fun one. Maybe a little more fun than you wanted it to be at times. Western Christian came out and it took a pretty big lead, 19-5. But we'll talk with Spirit Lake senior Taylor Schneider, and that was some high-pressure free throws for you at the end.
Yeah, definitely.
So you guys claw your way back. You're down 19-5 Western Christian, and you look on paper, it's a team you beat by 20 earlier in the season. So what's kind of the mood in the huddle when you're down 14 after one?
Well, our offense wasn't really going very well, so in the huddle we were just trying to figure out how to get things going and get Fran going inside and just to move the ball more. Just a lot of standing. So that was what our main thing was.
And you guys definitely got that going, especially third and fourth quarter. You found something down low with Fran Travis.
Yeah.
She did foul out. Well, insert Lauren, and it seemed to be just as effective.
Yeah, definitely. Lauren did a great job.
And they are sisters, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
So, and I kind of had a cool moment I saw in the huddle late in the game. Fran kind of gave a pat on the back to Lauren and said, hey, it's your game now down low. And cool that you guys still trust her down low being a freshman.
Yeah.
And then also, I thought a good game from one of your teammates, Abby Scott. She had 12 points. As the, we'll call it elder statesman of the team, how has it been kind of seeing these younger teammates come along as the season goes on?
It's been really awesome just seeing them grow so much. And Abby's definitely one who has. Early in the game, she was still figuring it out because she's not used to it. But now she's one of our best rebounders, and she's out there to play. Yeah, that's what I love about her.
She's just running all over the place, getting those hustle points.
Yes.
And then you finished with 8 points, but those 2 big free throws at the end. It was a shot put up. You had about 10 seconds left on the play. You draw something up off the mark, but you fight for that offensive rebound and get the foul. So what's kind of going through your mind with you need those 2 free throws pretty bad?
Yeah, well, I was just kind of telling myself to breathe that's about it, but I just knew that our team really needed those because otherwise it would have been kind of hard.
Now did it help having it in your home gym where you didn't have everyone making noise,
yes.
or was it almost a little more nerve-wracking to have complete silence?
Honestly, I feel like it was a lot better because, it wasn't too much noise, and yeah.
Yeah, you're able to lock in, get those 2 free throws. Then you guys go on and win in overtime 61-56. So that's got to be just a big boost being able to come back and stay together on that game.
Yeah, definitely.
So you guys still have a couple games left on the regular season you're actually done. I thought you had one more, but you guys are done until Saturday.
Yeah.
It's been a grind of a season, especially with all the early cancellations, have to get them all in. So you got Rock Valley. What do you know about them before Saturday?
We played them before. We beat them this season. They're really strong girls, really good rebounders. So we'll just have to hit the boards hard when we play them, and then just get our offense going and good D.
All right. What are some things you want to work on personally before Saturday?
Probably getting my jump shots to fall more and just driving a little bit harder and just finding the open person like Fran.
All right, Taylor. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Anyone you want to say hi to that may be listening on the radio?
Yeah, my parents and my grandparents.
All right. Well, good luck on Saturday. We'll be here for the call, and best luck until then.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, that is senior Taylor Schneider joining us from the Spirit Lake girls basketball team. She hands off the headset to Coach Todd Rogers, and we'll let him get all set up. And as I said, heading into this one, you got to take records and throw them out the window, especially with a good coach team like Western Christian. But I'm sure you weren't expecting to be down 19-5 after one quarter.
No, you look at Western, like you said, records really don't matter. They played some great competition this year. We played some great competition. I'm sure we both can say a lot of games could have went either way. And it's Western Christian, and they really improved from the first time that we played them, and we knew they'd be very strong inside. And yeah, that was a great win for us. Taylor stepping up, hitting those free throws, being our senior leader. And she kind of got us going, too, with the mid-range jumpers. She pulled up on that mid-range right in the middle of the lane, then hit some big ones from the baseline, short corner area. Did some great jobs there. Claire got going tonight. That was good to see there, too. And also, just looking up the court and hitting Abby on runouts there, that was big right there. So, we took some big steps forward tonight. After, playing the schedule that we have in the last, I don't know how many. I think Western was our only unranked team in the last 7 games. So, but definitely battle tested. But very proud very proud of the group. And like I said, Taylor hitting those big shots, and then they just came together in overtime.
Yeah, you kind of had to get a little creative. I mean, Claire Turner has been your kind of go-to person, especially since Ella went down with the injury. But Claire held scoreless but finishes with 18, so she was able to take over, especially once you had Fran Travis and Abby Scott foul out. So just credit to her as a freshman to be able to buckle down. But I was impressed with Abby Scott. I don't know about her track career, if she's even out for track, but I think she's the fastest player on the floor whenever she's out there.
Abby is just hard-nosed. I mean, if you tell her to go run through the brick wall, she's going to do it. She wants to play against the best defender or best offensive player, and when she gets out on the open floor, she's hard to catch, and she takes it so strong to the basket, and she doesn't care if someone's in her way either. She's going up for it, but she's really come along too there. Very, very proud of her.
And then, like I said, I want to make sure they were sisters. They are. You got Fran and Lauren. Yes, they're sisters, but it's basically got to be nice for you as a coach. Once one comes out, you plug in the other Travis, and it works pretty well. Yes, Lauren gives up a little inexperience, but that didn't show tonight.
No, Lauren, she started off the year pretty good there, and being a freshman, it's tough to step in there. On varsity, and the last probably about 3 games, she's really started to come on and is playing well, and that's great, especially going into regionals.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys had a senior night last night. You got the lone senior and Taylor Schneider, and I keep saying that. I can't think of much bigger free throws than what she hit tonight.
Oh, that's clutch. I told her after the game, too, just so proud of her. And, I came here when she was a sophomore, and, I remember, she was just kind of a little irritated. She missed some free throws here and there, and she's just come so far. I think, was it last night? Maybe she was 8 for 8 from the foul line.
Yeah.
And, like I said, hitting those 2 big free throws tonight, that's huge. And that's just huge for confidence, too, like we said, out for Saturday night.
Yeah, and we'll kind of look back at your season now. As you finished at 10-11, but a tough the conference was tough, but tough schedule all throughout. And looking back on it, kind of with the group you had, like I said, you had the injury to Ella. What have you kind of learned about your group throughout the year?
We battle back. We sometimes we don't come out the best right away, but don't count us out. We're going to try to take some big steps these next few days in practice and everything, and I think the best is still ahead for us. I mean, if we can gel together, a little bit more, I think we can be a dangerous team in the regionals. But we got to get to work right away tomorrow. But good win, proud of the girls.
So you end up drawing Rock Valley, I believe, if you want to seed it. It's like the 4-5 matchup in Class 3A Region 6. But tough team. You faced them here at home about a month ago, won 47-42. Have you been able to see any film on them since then? Or?
They've gotten a little hotter, too, at times there. And, I mean, you just never know, how teams are playing and so on. But they're going to come in. They're going to be very aggressive. They're well coached there. We got to guard the three-point line from a couple of the girls there and keep their post off. And we played really good for 3.5 quarters against them last time. And then we kind of lost our legs. They hit some threes, and it went from an 18-point game to a 5-point game at the end. How it can go fast with momentum. But it's going to be a tough test, definitely.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck in practice the next couple days, and we'll see you on Saturday.
All right, thanks for the coverage, as always.
Yes, thank you. That's Coach Todd Rogers joining us. And why don't we just take a quick 30-second timeout, wrap up our halftime, and get back to the boys' game, as it is 39-22. Western leads Spirit Lake. Back in 30 seconds on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Taste the islands at Snapper's Turtle Bay Cafe at Parks Marina. We're open daily at 11 with delicious island-style entrees and daily specials that include a local favorite island tacos, a close second to the lobster mac and cheese, or maybe you prefer the Boathouse burger, seared ahi tuna salad, or Cuban sliders. Join us at Snapper's, open daily at 11 for lunch and dinner all year long.
From major accidents to minor fender benders, Jurdy Collision Center in Spirit Lake is prepared to get you back on the road looking like new with their state-of-the-art equipment, computerized color matching system, and experienced auto body technicians. Jurdy Collision Repair in Spirit Lake.
Back here in Spirit Lake for the boys contest. Western Christian leading Spirit Lake 39-22. I want to thank Taylor Schneider and Coach Todd Rogers talking some of the girls' game with us. It was a thrilling girls' game as Spirit Lake picked up the win in overtime, 61-56 in overtime. Boys' game, though, Western Christian ranked number 6 in 2A, leading right now 39-22. Wolfpack start on offense, driving it inside. They get it outside now. Here is Tate Van Riggenmorter for 3, and he cans it. Western Christian extends their lead out to 20, 42-22. Caden Hassel guarded all the way out at the half-court line. Western suffocating defense. Dylan Stecker loses his footing, and he is going to be fouled. And it'll be charged to Ashton Van Tol. His third. No shot. They say the foul occurred on the floor. So Spirit Lake to inbound. They get it in. Voss able to control. Out to Ethan Stecker. And Ethan out to Justin Ham, who was about to cut to the bucket. So the pass goes in to the stands. Turnover on Spirit Lake. 11 turnovers for the Indians compared to 6 for Western Christian. But some hot shooting from the Wolfpack. They've hit a total of 6 3-pointers compared to 3 for Western. Or excuse me, 3 for Spirit Lake. Ball tipped out of bounds. Western will retain possession. Van Tol with the basketball. Top of the key. They go down low. Here's Caden Van Riggenmorter. Out to Paloma, who thought about a 3. Out to Caden Van Riggenmorter again. 3 is good. These Western Christian players can shoot. They work it across. Here is Dylan Stecker. Out to Ethan. Hassel at the volleyball line. Over to Dylan Stecker. Dylan between the legs dribble. Drives in into the paint. And they're going to vote that it was. Had these officials change their mind a couple times on there. One said Spirit Lake, one said Western. And they said, oh, you're right. So then they switched and agreed with each other, but thus disagreed with each other. Eventually it ends up with Western. So Western Christian with the basketball. They work it around. Here's Van Riggenmorter. Caden to be exact, and he throws it into the hands of Tyler Voss. Voss using his length to snare that one. Down inside and off of Hassel. He turns it over. Tried passing it, but forced it into the body of a Wolfpack defender. Then off his body. And Wolfpack take over 45-22. They lead Spirit Lake. Van Riggenmorter out to Paloma. Paloma down low to Van Tol. Van Tol out to Tate Van Riggenmorter. Elbow jumper, good. They work it over. Here is Ethan. Skip pass to Dylan Stecker for 3. Nothing but net. Dylan Stecker with his first 3. Spirit Lake responds. Still trailing by 22, 47-25. Western Christian kind of seems to be making 2 buckets to every 1 bucket for Spirit Lake. Wolfpack showing why they are ranked number 6 in 2A. Van Tol looking to inbound, looking, and ball tipped into the crowd. Justin Ham tips it. A couple young fans getting up close and personal with the action there. And they get it into Caden Van Riggenmorter. Guarded by Ham. They work it around. Paloma in the left corner. Tipped out, heads up Western cheerleaders. Fast hands for Spirit Lake, getting a couple tip outs here in this one possession. Van Tol to inbound, looking around. That mental clock got to be going off. It does. So he gets it into Moret. Moret to Van Riggenmorter. Van Riggenmorter going to be pushed from behind. I don't think there was any ill intent by Ham. Just kind of was right to where Van Riggenmorter meant to cut. So Ham charged with his second foul. Tate Van Riggenmorter has the ball kicked. So once again, another inbound play for the Wolfpack. Thank you for joining us on KUOO on the radio side of things and live video stream at exploreokoboji.com. More on that in a second as Tate hands off to Caden Van Riggenmorter. Tate gets it back. He drives in up against 3 defenders. Jump ball the call, though, and it'll go towards Spirit Lake. Tate Van Riggenmorter drove into a triple team, and one of the Indians able to tie him up. And Indians have the basketball. Voss at the free throw line, out to Ethan Stecker. Ethan head fake, drives in, and he's fouled down low. Foul going to be called on Caden Van Riggenmorter, his third. He will stay in the game. Tate Van Riggenmorter and Ashton Van Tol check out. Looks like Hoffland in the game, as well as Tyler Mantle. Justin Ham on the right wing. Gives up to Caden Hassel. Deep three off the mark. Rebound taken down by Voss, and he's fouled. I believe Hoffland going to get called with this one. No, they call Mantle. Tyler Mantle with his first. Third on Western this half. Dylan Stecker has his pass tipped. Voss tips it back to Dylan Stecker. Stecker into the hole, and he is going to travel. Kind of got caught up on a defender, but they say kind of mutual contact. Turnover on Spirit Lake, 47-25. 4:25 to go, third quarter. Western leading by 22. Bounce pass almost stolen away. Ham does not come up with the loose ball. Western now passing it around. Out to the corner. Hoffland, they work it to Caden Van Riggenmorter. Into the corner, here's Mantle. Bounce pass, that one is stolen away. Hassel trying to outrun the crowd. Lays it in with the right hand. Good job by Hassel going around the defender, avoiding the potential block. And it's 47-27. Get in the hands of Moret. Moret down low, shot good. And timeout taken by Western. 30-second timeout. Western leads 49-27. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. More coming up on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience of providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company. Driven to serve better. Driven to serve better.
(49-27). Western Christian leading Spirit Lake 3:43 to go here in the second quarter. Or excuse me, third quarter. Voss gets the handoff. Into the game is Will Graves. He passes it to Wes Walls. Voss about lose the handle, does lose the handle. And Western running the floor. Palama for three off the mark. And rebound fought for and won by Dylan Stecker. Stecker down low to Voss. And Walls gets the pass. Goes up, passes down low to Voss. Off the glass, no good. Rebound to the Wolfpack. Voss had a look at a bucket, but just can't score it. Palama drives into the lane. Nice feed pass and shot up. No good, but a foul called on Spirit Lake. Looks like Hunter Hoffland, the 6'5 senior, heading to the line. Dylan Stecker picks up his second foul. Hoffland off the bench. Looking to add to his scoring total. Makes the first. On the season, shooting 67%. And looks like wholesale changes for Western Christian. And if Hoffland makes it, he'll come off too. And off the mark, so he'll stay in the game. Stecker gets the rebound. Walls dribbles towards top of the key. Gives off to Ham. Ham on the right wing, gives it to Dylan Stecker. Dylan driving into the paint, shot up, no good, but he is fouled and heading to the free throw line. Uchin Harbitz with the foul. 5'11 junior with his first. Stecker, good on the first. Hoffland will check out. Tate Van Regenmorter enters. Owen Meerbeek into the game for Spirit Lake, 6'3 junior. And Dillon makes them both. 50-29, Western with the lead. Dalma with the basketball. Looking around, hands off to Mantle. Tate Van Regenmorter going into the paint, shot up, no good. Rebound taken down, though, by Western Christian. Van Tol out to a shooter for three, missed everything, but a rebound to Western. Harbitz for three, no good. Rebound loose, fought for, and last touched by Spirit Lake. So Western gets another possession. 50-29, 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Van Tol looking, goes out to Harbitz, way out top. Van Tol spinning, looking around, goes down low to Van Regenmorter. Tate underneath the hoop, no good. Tips out the offensive board, and that's going to be an over and back. Or not. I'm going to say it was tipped by Spirit Lake. So Western retains possession. Just ends up being a very long offensive board. Tate Van Regenmorter down low, and he's pushed. Foul called on Dylan Stecker, his third. Van Regenmorter bumped again. No bucket. He's going to be shooting 2 free throws. This foul, I believe, going to go on Meerbeek. It is his first. So Tate Van Regenmorter heading to the line. His first trip there this evening. First free throw good for the 6'5 senior. Averaging 13.6 points per game, shooting 70% from the line this season. Good on both. 52-29, Western leading Spirit Lake. 1:39 to go, third quarter. Dylan Stecker looking around. Here is Ham, gets it to Wes Walls. Wes Walls has his pass tipped, gets it back. Dylan Stecker thought about a three, drives in a little bit, skip pass out to Walls. Walls looking, about lost the handle. Here's Meerbeek. Meerbeek into the hands of Graves, elbow jumper, good. Will Graves with his first points. As Western bringing it up the floor, Van Tol looking, gets it to Tate Van Regenmorter, elbow jumper, good for him. Tate Van Regenmorter leading all scorers, 18 points so far. Wolfpack leading 54-31, closing minute here of the third quarter. Uchin the board for Western Christian, and they bounce it down low as they're going to bring it back out. They had a look maybe at a fast break bucket, but they don't take it. And Western Christian going to dribble out some clock with Ashton Van Tol. Wes Walls accidentally plows into Van Tol. Everyone okay. So Walls going to pick up the foul, his first. He was guarding another guy who kind of stopped on a dime, and Walls ended up crashing into Van Tol for the foul. Spirit Lake now with Ethan Stecker, Ryder Sundahl, Tyler Voss, Caden Hassel, and Will Graves on the floor. After substitutions, Western up 54-31, likely to hold for the last shot here. Van Tol out at the volleyball line. Will Graves picks up the defense. Here is Chandler Palama, 10 left in the quarter. Tate Van Regenmorter to Palama. Palama to Caden Van Regenmorter. Skip pass in the corner, three is up and no good. Tate Van Regenmorter though, going to be called with an offensive foul on the rebound. His third. 1.1 left in the quarter. Spirit Lake, maybe a last second heave. Hassel gets it. Won't get a shot off in time. And that is the third quarter. Spirit Lake leading Western Christian leading 54-31 over the Indians at Spirit Lake. Fourth quarter in a minute on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
Spirit Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
CMB is a proud sponsor of our local high school athletic teams. Shop online and browse our inventory at DeereEquipment.com. CMB, your local John Deere dealer, committed to being your dealer of choice.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm in Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Fourth quarter underway here in Spirit Lake. Western Christian, a visiting team, ranked number 6 in 2A. Showing why, leading 54-31 over Spirit Lake. As Wolfpack working it around. They get it in the hands of Palama. Here is Tate Van Riggenmorter for three. It is good. 21 points for the Western big man, including 3 threes for the 6'5 senior. Tyler Voss down low, gets free and gets the lay-in. Western up the floor, 57-33 the lead for the Wolfpack. They work it to Palama. Van Riggenmorter hands off to Van Tol. Tough drive to the hoop, lay-in good. Van Tol with 12, all off little lay-ins off the drive. Skip pass near side to Ryder Sundahl. Hassel gets it back. He drives in. Layup off the glass. No good. Wolfpack the board. Palama works it around. Here's Caden Van Riggenmorter. Caden drives into the paint. Gives it up to Moret. Moret over to Tate Van Riggenmorter. Three off the mark. Rebound to Sundahl. Spirit Lake with the basketball. Here is Will Graves trying to go down low to Voss. Nice catch off the glass. Good, and a foul. So Tyler Voss heading to the line. Free throw could put him in double figures. Tate Van Riggenmorter picks up his fourth foul. He'll stay in the game, though. Voss. Free throw. Good. Put him in double figures with 10 points. 59-36. Western Christian leading Spirit Lake. Caden Van Riggenmorter driving in. Gets it to Tate. Tate off the glass. No good. Gets the board. That one no good. Voss will rebound it. Voss, nice feed from Hassel. Here is a three put up by Will Graves. No good. Rebound tipped and won by Voss. Voss, right place, right time. Able to get the board and the lay-in. 59-38. Spirit Lake hanging as tough as they can with the number 6 team in 2A. Got a couple straight buckets and a couple stops on defense. That one going to be tipped out by Tate Van Riggenmorter into the hands of Palama for three. Friendly roll, good. Palama's third three, 9 total threes for Western. Ethan Stecker drives in off the glass, good. Ethan Stecker with 5 for the Indians. Wolfpack down low. Here's Tate Van Riggenmorter. Out to Caden Van Riggenmorter for three. That one no good. And rebound foul called on Karsten Moret. Give a good shove to the back of Tyler Voss going for the board. Moret called for his third foul. And some new players coming in for Western. As looks like they have cleared the floor. They still have Ashton Van Tol out there as a starter. And I think we're going to be shooting free throws. 1-and-1 opportunity on the other end. At the line, Tyler Voss. After getting fouled on the rebound attempt. It's a 1-and-1 opportunity for him. Free throw, no good. Rebound at 2, the Wolfpack. Here's Harbitz. Swinging around quickly, do the Wolfpack. Van Tol driving into the paint. Into the hands of Dauma. Dauma back to Van Tol. Van Tol to Hoffland. Quick passing into the corner. As they work it around. Van Tol also in the game, Landon to Stigter. Here is Harbitz, lost the handle, but he's fouled. Only the sixth foul on Spirit Lake. As they'll charge this foul to Ethan Stecker, his first. Dylan and Ethan check out. Braden Teesfeld in the game. Great to see him on the floor. Senior for Spirit Lake. They work it over into the hands of Ashton Winterfeld. Shot up, no good. Rebound fought for and won by DeStigter. Two-pointer up and good by Hunter Hoffland. Western still pouring it in, even with reserves on the floor. Hassel, deep three, good for Caden Hassel. He has 8 on the evening, 64-43. Western leading Spirit Lake. Van Tol works it around. Here is Harbitz. Harbitz, elbow jumper, good. Uchin Harbitz, 5'11 junior, his first points. And foul called. Going to send Caden Hassel to the line. Foul called on Caleb Dauma, his first. Caden Dieger into the game. Will come get Ashton Van Tol. So all reserve players on the floor for Western Christian. Hassel's free throw, good. He'll earn the second and a chance for double figures this evening. 66-44, Western with the lead. Been hanging around this margin most of the fourth quarter. And they're going to say second free throw, no good. 66-44, lane violation the call against Spirit Lake. So Western will take over. DeStigter with the basketball, gets it out to DeJager. DeJager to Winterfeld. Winterfeld going to his left, gives it up. Hoffland for 2, no good. Rebound to Teesfeld. Up the floor, here's Ham. Right-handed layup, good for Justin Ham. 66-46. Spirit Lake trailing Western Christian as they work it around. Western working it to Harbitz. Harbitz behind the back dribble into the paint. Two-pointer up, no good. Rebound to Harbitz. Nice box out by Teesfeld and rebound by Voss. Some new players set to check in for Spirit Lake at the next dead ball. Teesfeld thought about a three, doesn't take it. Hassel all the way to the hoop, and he is going to be fouled. And be free throws for him. Foul called on Caden Dieger, his first. And we'll see who these new Spirit Lake players are coming in. as I see Caden Lunt out there, as well as J.D. Schneider. Hassel misses the first. So he will stay on the floor. They did have a player ready to check in for him, but they do not get him in. Sam Henriksen also on the game, as well as Tate Orpin for Spirit Lake. Floater in the lane by Western, no good. Henriksen battles away the board. And Hassel gonna check out now on a timeout. Send in Joey Andrus. He'll do the honors. Actually, excuse me, that was Schneider checking it in. They go up top to Schneider. Looking around, this is Henriksen. Henriksen with the leaner, no good. Rebound taken down by DeJager. Western up the floor. They get it into the hands of Dauma. Winterfeld. Down to Hillbrands, who's in the game. Noah Hillbrands, freshly joined for Western Christian. Ball loose. Still controlled by the Wolfpack. They work it down low. Hillbrands traveled. 1:09 to go. Western Christian leading 66-46. Spirit Lake bringing it up the floor. J.D. Schneider with the basketball. Orpin works it over to Schneider in the corner. Try feeding it to Orpin, and ball going to be last touched by Western Christian just in front of the Spirit Lake student section. J.D. Schneider throws it in. Joey Andrus, and turned over. 49 seconds. Western Christian looking to move to 16-3 on the season. Spirit Lake dropping to 11-7. Wolfpack with a 20-point lead, 66-46. Just made a lot more big buckets than Spirit Lake, including three-pointers. Another one put up by Western, good by Landon DeStigter. Here is Caden Lunt trying to drive in. Shot up, no good. Rebound loose, still loose, and eventually taken down by DeStigter. Western just has to get across half court, and they do, and they will dribble out the clock. Western with a 69-46 win over Spirit Lake. And there's the final buzzer. Western Christian improves to 16-3 on the season. Spirit Lake 11-7. And we've reached your post-game show. We'll have some stats, analysis, and hopefully some thoughts from Coach Paul Brown as well. After a 3-minute timeout, your post-game show, thanks to the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake, courtesies of Dr. Norland and Dr. Cornwall.
Taste the Islands at Snapper's Turtle Bay Cafe at Parks Marina. We're open daily at 11 with delicious island-style entrees and daily specials that include a local favorite island tacos, a close second to the lobster mac and cheese, or maybe you prefer the Boathouse burger, seared ahi tuna salad, or Cuban sliders. Join us at Snapper's, open daily at 11 for lunch and dinner all year long.
Dr. Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Spirit Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake.
From major accidents to minor fender benders, Jurdy Collision Center in Spirit Lake is prepared to get you back on the road looking like new with their state-of-the-art equipment, computerized color matching system, and experienced auto body technicians. Jurdy Collision Repair in Spirit Lake.
Hey sports fans, the Venue and Sportsman's is where you want to watch your favorite teams. You can also book your birthday parties, company parties, tea times, or hunting on a simulator. Book online at venueokoboji.com. Open daily next to Sportsman's in Spirit Lake.
CMB is a proud sponsor of our local high school athletic teams. Shop online and browse our inventory at deerequipment.com. CMB, your local John Deere dealer, committed to being your dealer of choice.
The Hut Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Back to your post-game show, brought to you by the Eye Care Center, Dr. Norland and Dr. Cornwall. The Eye Care Center bringing us your post-game show. Western Christian coming in, showing why they are ranked number 6 in Class 2A as they win 69-46. We'll go through some stats here. As leading the way for Spirit Lake, Tyler Voss with 12 points, Dylan Stecker 11 points, 9 points for Caden Hassel, 5 points apiece for Ethan Stecker and Justin Ham, 2 points for Will Graves and Wes Walls. For the Western Christian Wolfpack, 21 points for Tate Van Riggenmorter, 12 points for Ashton Van Tol. We'll take another quick break here. I think we have some more ads we got to play and thank before we get to the Coach Paul Brown interview. 2-minute timeout, more of your post game on the way, and Coach Paul Brown next on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
Hey sports fans, the Venue and Sportsman's is where you want to watch your favorite teams. You can also book your birthday parties, company parties, tea times, or hunting on a simulator. Book online at venueokoboji.com. Open daily next to Sportsman's in Spirit Lake.
Your post-game show, thanks to the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake, Drs. Norland and Cornwall of the Eye Care Center bringing us our post-game show. We're joined now by Coach Paul Brown Western Christian gets the best of you tonight, 69-46. The good news is you get to hang on to that Lakes Conference boys title.
Yeah, that didn't affect that at all. But yeah, it was. They came out, played really well today. So great test for us going into postseason play next couple weeks.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit before we went on the air, and man, you guys played well. They just were shooting lights out. I had them for about 9 threes in that game.
Yeah, and we kind of said, there's a couple defensive mistakes that we definitely had that we need to shore up going in the next 2 games in postseason, but they definitely took advantage of every mistake we had, and like we told the guys in the locker room, we're not going to overreact just from this game. It's still Western, and they can do this to some teams at times, but we know that we can play better than that. But, yeah, we just got to get back and kind of flush this one and move on to the next one.
Which I was looking at the starting lineup. Probably not very often you have bigger size than Western Christian. You tried to use it down low, and I saw you trying to get Tyler Voss, but they just had good defense to try to double-team it, and it seemed like they were just able to adjust a little quicker than you guys.
Yeah, their big kid down low does a really good job. He's a very good player, and then they did some, kind of threw another guy or two at Voss a couple times, and I thought that there were some openings for some cutters and stuff like that, and we just kind of missed or didn't cut. So just some other things that we need to continue to work on. But yeah, I thought they did a really good job in the post. But yeah. So yeah, they kind of went against our game plan. So
yeah, sometimes it just happens that way.
Exactly.
Well, your busy week continues. You got 4 games this week, halfway through it. So Thursday, you're going to be back here at home, final home game of the year. Yep. We don't know how 3A is going to shake out for postseason, but final regular season home game against Emmetsburg, who's a much improved team.
Yeah, we said, they got a good couple sophomores that some good young talent, and they're playing really well. Haven't seen them a whole lot. We know they played Esterville earlier in the year. I believe they played Esterville tonight, so we'll get that film from Coach Gruke and kind of see more about them. Don't know much, but know they're much improved, playing a lot better. Record definitely shows that, so we need to become ready to go Thursday.
And kind of stay in the Northwest Iowa 2A area. West Lyon, who's also really good this year.
Yeah, they're having a great year. They lost some seniors from last year, so I was kind of shocked how well they reloaded, but they've done a really good job there, and they're the only team to knock off Central Lyons thus far, so we got to come ready to go. It's going to be a very tough end of the week, but it'll be a great test for us going to postseason play.
Yeah, and I was kind of talking about postseason play with Western Christian. They know their fate, but you guys don't with 3A. I said maybe end of this week, early next week you'll learn that. So I guess kind of looking around, you don't know which way you're going to go, but 3A also pretty tough in this area of the state. Yeah,
there's some really good teams up there. We know MOC's kind of spearheads that one, so but right now we just got to kind of focus on us, make sure that we're clicking on all cylinders going into postseason play. A few things we need to correct from tonight, but I think the guys will be ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are sitting pretty well. You're sitting at 11-7 on the year, and Western did come in, get the best of you, but you're able to hang with them for the most part. Like, there's been way worse Western games that I've seen from multiple schools in the area.
Yeah, Western, they take advantage of any mistake that you have, and I think that's why, we continue to want to have them on the schedule because, they really shed some light on some stuff that you need to continue to work on, and that's what we'll take from this game.
Yeah, that is for sure. Any final thoughts on this one heading into the final 2 games of this week?
Nope, just continue to improve, stay together, believe in each other, and continue to improve.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you so much for your time after the game, and best of luck going forward. As Coach Paul Brown joining us, I was trying to bring up our broadcast schedule, see if we have them for either of those games this week. It doesn't look like it, so we'll catch them in the postseason, and we wish them luck against Emmetsburg and West Lyon. That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. Spirit Lake girls pick up the win 61-56, and Western boys get the win 69-46 this evening for the doubleheader split. I want to thank Matthew on the camera and computer for ExploreOkoboji.com. Also want to thank Michaela back in the studio for all of her hard work, keeping us on the air and making us sound good. For all of us at KUOO Sports, I'm Tim Soper saying have a good night.